We'll sit here for a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait for the floodgates.
Surprised I was smart enough to remember to put the stream key in this time. Last time I forgot because I remove it to record shit. So I don't like accidentally start streaming.
Oh yeah. I've done that
'Cause I've
before.
done that before.
I like smashed
Yeah,
my desk
everything
out
is
of rage
fine.
and it somehow started a stream.
Oh shit, the fucking the thumbnail still says 25, but I don't care.
It is 25.
No,
The
whatever.
no, the thumbnail says 24.
Oh.
Should I change that right
No.
now?
You may as well while people.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
While we're waiting.
But Noe just copied my wiki description into the description.
I did, yeah. Found doesn't have one.
Yeah, you don't have a GD with you. We need to change this. This podcast will provide the foundation.
The fun trivia. He got
True.
4 to 100 on Ouroboros.
It's so funny. That's like what people know me for. That's awesome.
Yeah, so claims
Yeah,
are
actually do need an
legendary.
article.
It's a good thing to be known for. It's better than being known for like.
Alright, we could just start talking now. I'll fix this while you guys talk.
All right.
I bet.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, the fucking Ouroboros thing. We're gonna get to some other funny shit, but that one is like.
Oh my god.
What were you feeling when that happened?
Okay, I explain this like somewhat often. So I was really struggling with Terran's part at like 4%. So I'm like,
Right.
okay, let's just do like a little practice run. I would just want to like get down a few clicks in Terran's part. And I think the furthest I ever got was like to 28, like the Darwin wave. And I just kept playing, and then I fluked that entire run from like a 28. And like, oh, okay, I just did that. It's over.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least you got good at Terran's part. It could have been worse.
Yeah, sad part is I kind of didn't get really good at it, but I
How
beat it
long
like
did
2
it
days
take
after.
you to beat it after that? Did it take long, or?
It was like 2 days. Luckily, it wasn't that bad.
Ah, yeah, that's not too bad.
You
Yeah,
can't
and sometimes
fucking
that
do
just
this.
happens when you're like practicing a part and then you just go all the way to the end and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke, I'm trying to
that's-
remember if you've done something similar.
I
I know you're known
it's
for
hard to,
fluking
like-
stuff, but
It's hard to like name any off the top of my head, but I have done runs like that. I think the first one I can think of is Blade of Justice first ship to the end.
Oh,
what's
which I
the
did,
worst?
'cause-
Has anyone ever done 1 to 100 on something hard?
I think so. I just don't remember what the level is.
I know somebody
But
fluked.
there was a level like that.
Probably Sonic Wave
yeah.
or something.
I'm sure
Someone
people have done
fluked
it
something from
intentionally.
0. Didn't Wolves fluke that like random ass extreme from 0?
I think he did, yeah. It was like really easy, and he just practiced it. So
I know.
still, I
We're-
don't know
we're
how people
all,
get that good.
We are all pretty old. We remember when Enswish fluked Fexty from 17. At least I
I do
remember
remember that. Yeah, I do.
I'm younger than that.
What the
Okay,
fuck is
but
Enswish
do you all
doing?
remember when Wuxi
I remember
flipped
late
the Howell
Enswish.
from like 29 when it was a top 5?
I think I
remember
do
that.
remember that. Yeah, I do now. Dude,
That was
what
like the
was Wuxi
craziest
up
thing
to?
ever to me back then.
That's still crazy.
Yeah. Even
Dude,
now.
do you miss Enswish? I kind of miss him.
I do.
Her. Sorry, I mean to misgender.
Yeah, no, like
No idea what she's up to.
me neither.
I feel like
Like, I was,
Enswish was so different from all the top
What?
players before her.
yeah.
He was the dude who
Just using
pioneered
the-
being cool, like with reactions and stuff like that. He was like the OG. That's why it was fine when he did it, and then when everyone else started doing it, everyone was like, "You're just copying him."
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the pioneer of like the ego, What do you call it? Like the top one player with an
I don't
ego,
know
but at
if
the
I'd
same time
call
like
it
chill.
ego. I don't
Yeah,
know.
not like annoying
not
ego, but
ego.
like chill. I don't really know how to
Yeah, I
describe
guess
it,
just
but
like
like
nonchalant.
Really calm reaction.
exactly, yeah. And Swish was different though, like compared to everyone else like before her.
I wonder why she just outright quit like that. That seems like something that built up over time. At least to me, it does.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever thought about quitting?
Yeah,
What's funny
definitely.
is that like back in like 2016, 2017, when I like barely even played the game, I was thinking about quitting a lot for some reason. And then like the more I played and the more I got into the game, those thoughts just like disappeared. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, I
feel that.
found. I bet Ouroboros 4 to 100 probably made you think about that.
No, honestly, I was so content brained when I did that. I'm like, wait, this is gonna like blow up. This is funny as fuck. And then, yeah, no, I wasn't too pressed over that. I thought it was really funny. Maybe like
It is
right
kind of
when I did
funny.
it, I was mad, but then like I'm like, wait, this is kind of funny. But yeah, I
I
think
think I
like
remember that. I think I remember finding out you did that and I DM'd you or something. I'm like, yeah, Fen, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Don't worry
I
about
don't
it.
think I'm ever gonna like officially quit the game. I feel like you're always gonna be playing it at least a little bit, so that
Yeah.
would feel weird to say.
definitely.
Dude, I forgot
Maybe
you
it-
beat Arctic Lights too. I made your
Oh, yeah.
Nelv thumbnail.
Oh yeah,
That thumbnail is garbage.
it's awesome.
It's like so bad that it's good.
Yeah, I remember the AI image in the background, the $2,500 down the drain.
You haven't uploaded in a while. What have you been doing outside of GD? Anything?
Uh,
Anything fun? Anything exciting this summer?
I've been doing a lot of like playing a lot of Counter-Strike. Like I've been pretty closely following the pro scene. Like that's
Really?
been my
Okay,
main
fun.
game stuff. And then outside of that, I'm really just doing nothing right now, to be honest. Just like
This is
work.
why you came on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Hold on, I'm fixing Finn's audio. He had
Yeah,
he had
but
an
I-
issue.
Don't upgrade browsers and not try this first, guys. It's not worth it.
All right, fixed. Boom.
Let's go.
Again, downgrade. All right.
No, but like, you've been going to meetups and shit, right? Is that fun?
Oh yeah, no. I have been doing that like quite a bit. Like I haven't
Yeah, you
since
seem to
maybe.
be on a lot of them.
Yeah, it's just like I live in a place where like I can get flights out to the East Coast specifically for like pretty cheap. So
You're
a lot
still
of
in
the times
Chicago?
like yeah, I still am. So I'm pretty like easily able to fly out and visit friends, which is like always super fun.
Yeah, that's
I've
Yeah.
also
fun, man.
been to quite a few meetups this summer. I think New York is like one of the best places to be if you want to just meet people that play.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Everyone
Dude,
has a
I went
I'm
there
so
once and it
jealous.
was really nice.
Nate, I have to be honest. I'm so jealous half the time of like people like you and Ben who live in like like really close to New York. Cause like I feel like maybe it's just the people I talk to, but I feel like that's where all the people are. Like they're all just up north.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. Like every time like I meet up with friends, like I can literally start in like New Jersey and like at least once during the trip I'll be in New York. Like New York is just like the spot for GD meetups for whatever
Spot.
reason.
The only people near me is like people in Florida and like Wave.
Yeah, yeah.
If you remember him.
Oh yeah, no, I remember Wave.
Yeah, I still talk to him, but
Oh shit.
Yeah, imagine
know-
being over
yeah.
here in the UK. It's fucking. If I want to meet someone in America, it's a £800 flight, and there you
Yeah.
go. That's like just to get there. So
well, I mean, we are
And
doing
in
that
the
in
UK,
person
I've kind of-
episode, so
I've kind of met most of the people in the UK that I know.
like who?
Like, you know, Kyoto,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Space.
I was just
met
about to ask, did you
years
ever meet
ago.
Space?
Hexeract. Bloody hell. Who else? Tuffy a few times.
I like that guy.
That's about it. Yeah,
That Tuffy fellow. He's a nice lad, isn't he?
he's a good fellow.
Yep, I love that dude. What have you been doing, Luke? Anything crazy?
Earlier this summer, I was actually in London for it was like a research project for college. I was there for 2 months.
Oh,
It went
wow,
well.
nice.
I was super busy during that time. I couldn't really do anything else. But now I'm
What was
back.
it?
That's pretty sick.
It was like basically helping a museum advertise a product.
Oh damn! Wait,
Oh, cool.
which museum? I might know it because I'm
It's,
like,
it's not you definitely haven't heard of it. It's like a pretty obscure museum in
all right.
yeah it was in Camden, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I don't go to Camden that much.
I don't know shit about the UK. I need to play some more GeoGuessr,
I
but
don't know. When I go to London,
learned
it's
quite a
mainly the
bit while I was
south.
there.
dude, yeah, I was supposed to go to Europe, but I was gonna meet Combi actually, out of all
way.
people.
Combi's European.
It was kind of like a joke. Combi's German. It was kind of like a joke, but like I was talking to him about it back then. I was supposed to go to Germany in October of 2020. And if you've been following along with the last 4 years, You could probably figure out why that didn't happen.
Oh,
pandemic,
yeah.
Yeah, I saw the Moist Quote video about the pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah,
The COVID situation is crazy.
I might know a thing or two about it.
Yeah.
He would make a video like that at the same time. Dude,
COVID
why does that
situation
title
is really sad.
why does that title work so well? Like, why do people like click on that so much? Like,
I don't
just
know, 'cause
blank
I feel like
situation is crazy. It's like the same thing over and
If
over.
you're in a call with like your friends and you want to start talking about something, that's how you start talking about it. It's like, dude, have you seen the situation with those crazy, bro?
That is true.
That's how
yeah.
you always start the conversation. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like you're just talking to a friend.
I mean, we
like,
could
well,
bring up recent events,
parasocially.
but there's not really that much going. There are like some very serious things, like the Cody Co thing got really brought up again this week. I can't really name a lot of stuff. I don't go on Twitter that much anymore, to be honest.
Good.
The Trump assassination's one. That's another one.
Yeah.
That one's a pretty big deal, dude. The last episode when we did Bolt Step, since we did it on a Sunday, and the Trump thing happened on Saturday, I talked to Finn. I'm like, this is why we like can't skip these. It's like
Yeah,
that would
would've
have
happened during,
if
bro. That would have
it
been
would have
such a
happened
clip.
while we were live, dude.
Oh,
You
that
probably
would have been.
literally-
wanted to get my initial.
I heard about it when I checked Discord and people were already making jokes about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the way I found out, I was in a Counter-Strike game, just like playing solo queue. I think we're on Dust, like we're up 10-5 or something, and like some random guy on my team is like, hey, like, did you hear like Trump got shot at? I'm like, wait, what? Because like people
What?
in like solo queue Counter-Strike just say random shit, so I'm like, oh. And then like some other guy's like, yeah, I heard. And like, what the hell? And then it was actually real. Like I was so
Someone's-
surprised.
Camping Trump's position with an orc, bro.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he even get up? Not to get like political on the podcast, but like, how the fuck did they like? How did he get up there? It was like it felt, but I don't know. Like, how the fuck did he
He's
get there
wearing
without
camo.
anybody
I don't know.
seeing him?
You know that
Like the
entire
way he got up there,
situation
he
is so
climbed a
absurd.
ladder with a huge, not huge, but like he climbed a ladder with a rifle. And
In 30, 40 years, it'll be clear. And then
I mean, I don't know. Never say never, man. The JFK situation is still classified. A
the
lot of it.
JFK situation is crazy, bro.
Uploaded on whatever, like November 1963. But when was it? Hold on. Let me be factually correct.
Yeah.
November. No, yeah. Okay. Wow. Dude, Lee Harvey Oswald's gonna make a fucking response video. It's gonna be called my
Guys,
response.
it wasn't me.
He's gonna say like the CIA. How long has it been since we were streaming? How long has it been? Has it been 10 minutes? Yeah, we can say it. He's gonna be like the CIA did it, and then his video's gonna get taken down.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, about that, it's like people. You know what we were talking about earlier? Before we started streaming, we were talking about how like stupid a lot of
yeah.
conspiracies
Yeah,
are.
you were talking about this. Yes.
Well, hold on, I'll get into it in a second, but do you two believe in any
There's one I
conspiracies
believe in that
at all?
mattress firms are money laundering, but that's a pretty tame one.
I've
That's a
heard
pretty
of
tame
that.
one.
I've heard
What
of
are
that.
money laundering?
Mattress firms like
Oh, I got it. Hold on. I'll fix
it's like the places you go, brick and mortar stores, buy mattresses.
Oh, I thought you said matches.
A match store.
But yeah, mattress stores in London that are like on Oxford Street. So they're really like the busiest street.
Yeah.
Like random like phone cables. And I'm like, how are these getting a rent?
It's so expensive.
Like 5 shops. Are you mad? That's
Yeah.
so clearly like, come
Oh
on.
yeah, so I was
How, dude,
Oh my god, yeah, what the
I
hell? It sounds so bad.
this is, by the way, I know you guys can barely hear me right now, but this is video Ninja's fault. So
Yeah, guys, it's not our fault.
there's no way for me to refresh my own audio, which is so funny. Doesn't let me, of course it doesn't let me do it.
If it's we'll still have the
So,
seems fine.
guys, we're professional podcast.
Fuck that program, dude. What a piece of shit that is, dude.
Oh,
Alright, we're using desktop audio. Video Ninja sucks balls. It's not my fault. Their service just breaks. Well, yeah, so when that usually happens, which it's only happened once ever with Nobbleboy. And the way we fix it is just we just refresh the audio inputs and it fixes it. But of course now that isn't working anymore. So just fuck that program, dude.
Yeah, now
You'll
we're like,
find a better program.
So
I'll do
sorry,
some
what were we talking
finding.
about? We were talking about conspiracies.
yeah.
And
Yeah, geez,
so
I know.
let's run
there
this
must
back.
Be some.
Let's run this back. Mattress firms. I didn't hear a word you said because the chat was like, "It's broken."
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was just saying, like, have you ever been inside of a mattress store with like more than one other person inside of it? Like, how are they
No,
paying rent?
I haven't.
Like,
Mattresses are expensive though,
yeah, I guess
Like,
that is
very.
true.
but things like
That's why
hairdressers.
Amazon exists.
When there are like 5 in a village here, it's like always money laundering for gangs and stuff.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah.
common knowledge here.
Do you
But
know any like
you can't really
flat
say
earthers or anything?
Oh no, I don't. Thank God.
any spaces fake gurus?
And no, I don't know
Yeah, I
people
don't.
like that, which is like,
Space is hacking.
That's pretty extreme.
yeah,
Space is fake. You are wrong.
Have you heard about the Edgar Allan Poe thing? Like how like no one really knows how he died. Like it was like
Yeah, I've heard
spontaneous.
of
Who the hell is Edgar Allan
Yeah.
Poe?
He's like the.
What
the
did that
poet
guy do again?
He's
He
like
is
Cloth
a
the
he
Raven,
was a
Nevermore,
famous
that one.
author. He wrote the Raven.
Oh no, I wouldn't. I haven't read books since. Not gonna. I need to read more books. I need to read me some Edgar Allan.
So wait, what was his official synopsis again? It was like
I
it
don't
said
know.
apparently one of the I've heard that one of the causes of death was related to like him trying to cold turkey alcohol or something, and he was getting withdrawals.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't it like alcoholism?
Because he was a very heavy drinker. I don't know. Oh
Yeah, I've
yeah,
heard of
another
the
thing was maybe he
conspiracies.
died from rabies. That's another one.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
But I don't know. His last words
I have
are,
a
"Lord, help
conspiracy.
my poor soul." Damn.
Damn.
Damn, that's not a good way to
Dude,
go.
there's another one where people think that, like, the CIA, I think it was either the CIA or the FBI, were keeping tabs on people like John Lennon, stuff like that.
Okay.
What?
Because that was like the psychedelic movement of the '60s,
Oh,
and then
okay.
they saw people like John Lennon as like a threat. Same with Martin Luther King. This is getting really out there now, but
Yeah, no.
I have
Like,
a
Oscar and
conspiracy
shit.
theory. It's that W Popoff is actually not real. Okay, because first of all, have you ever seen W Popoff and like Trick and Diamond and Zoink in the same room? No, they could be trying to do a cure thing, right? That's what I think they're doing because this guy just it's what top players right now would think of as like a top player. That's literally what he is, right? And this guy doesn't exist. And his mum's on Twitter. I don't believe it, okay? I don't believe it.
I had
Okay.
this theory. Everyone
Like-
had this theory about Luqualizer until he died at 99 on heartbeats. So never say never, you know.
Yeah, well, I need to see W Popoff die at 99 on grief or some level, or show any
Did he
human
die at
emotion.
95 on Tidal Wave?
Yeah, he
I think
did.
he did,
I
right?
think. Dude,
Yeah,
look,
Nico didn't
I
say
want to talk
shit.
about that.
because
That
he's
is
not real.
so hilarious.
No,
I
we
was
can
talking
move
to
on,
a-
actually.
I was talking to Wave about, or Wave brought it up in a call the other day. He was like, because before that, you didn't really show your voice much at all, and there was like a lot of mystique around you as a player. I remember that people thought you were cheating. You were just really good. It was just like you were this guy, and then and then that happened, and Wave was like, "Dude, it was so funny because you had the mystique, and then just that reaction where you're just like screaming and ugly
Dude.
crying."
It's
But he
it's
got
so,
humanized.
it's so weird to look back on because it's like so out of character. I've never done anything like that since, so it's just
Yeah.
so weird to look back on.
I
But
get
also
that.
funny.
That was, dude. I watched it back like 2 days ago, and that shit. Oh my god.
I think it was a laptop mic, so that didn't help.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so
Fair.
bad.
I think we've
It's
all
so
had those
bad.
types of reactions before.
I did
Yeah,
too.
I don't know if I have actually. I haven't beaten anything that hard though.
I can't think of a single reaction I've had in the last like 2 years that's even come close. Besides like something like Limbo, I guess.
Yeah. Now I just think I don't think I'm a harsh reactor. I think I just go like yeah, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Kind of.
I
Like
think it's something where like
last
the
time
more...
I beat my hardest, I wasn't reacting and I just made up a reaction because I didn't want to look like I didn't care. So I just went like, hey.
Sometimes I will just
Yeah.
like try to think of things to say during a reaction because I literally have nothing to say, so it sounds really weird.
It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I gotta say something for the video. What do I do?
Yeah,
Isn't that where Zoink
like yeah.
didn't Zoink beat Jigsaw and he went, I hacked Eternal Moment?
Did he
That is some
actually
like
hack that?
N-Swish shit right there.
It is.
No, the thing is, right,
Do you
all
remember the
top players
balls
now,
on
they
that
try
son of a
too hard
bitch?
to beat N-Swish.
Finn,
That is true.
do you remember
Huh?
the balls on that motherfucker when he was at like 90 on calculator core and he was just saying like what was he saying? It was just like, oh, just fucking get it out, boring.
boring.
Like, what the
Oh,
fuck? What
dude.
is that?
Probably
No,
helped
that
with
you
the
can do
control,
that on
honestly.
something you're consistent at.
Yeah, but the
'Cause
level's
it's worth
4
it.
minutes long. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
I mean, he has a point.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like,
But if you can just get back there in 20 minutes, realistically, you're sacrificing 20 minutes of your time for a funny reaction, which is worth it to some people.
I just love the idea of complaining the entire. Yeah, he said, "Imagine the nerves." That's what he said.
Oh my god.
I feel like the more you play the game, the less extreme your reactions will be, because like this is kind of hard to explain, but I feel like in like back then the game was like so much more higher stakes for me.
Mhm.
Like every
Mhm.
completion felt so important, and now it's like I don't really care that much as much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
my reactions are always more chill.
Do you think
Yeah,
it's
It's,
Including,
like?
it's
failed.
definitely not everything anymore.
Do you think it
Yeah.
has something to do with being so accustomed to beating hard shit, and then like the way you get better reactions again is just keep pushing yourself?
I,
It's
I
like
think
the-
that's
yeah.
part of it. Yeah, I think it's more so just like you don't play the game as much, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
I
all.
mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I think for me, like, I used to react a lot when I beat levels. Like my Zap Kill reaction, just going, "Oh my god, yes, yes, yes!" like screaming. But then, like when I beat Zodiac, I'm just like, "Oh, I beat it!" Like what? No way. And I think like,
Yeah,
a lot
I
of that,
saw that. I was like, damn.
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting for a good reaction because it was kind of a jump.
Yeah, no. I
And
think
then
like,
you're just like, hey guys, I beat the level.
yeah, I think for me, it's just like back in whenever it was 2019, earlier than that, like GD felt like everything to me,
Yeah,
and it kind of was at the
Yep.
time. So it's like when I beat Zap Kill, it's like holy shit, like it literally meant everything. And also beating Zodiac was awesome. Like that was my end game for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really mean as much in a weird sense, like as much as it would have back in 2019, which I think is like a big
Yeah.
reason why I didn't really feel
Yeah,
like
no, I get
screaming
it.
when I beat it. Also, I'm
kind
just
of-
like
yeah.
not really the type to scream anyways nowadays.
it's kind of ironic in that way. Like a lot of top players now, the ones that especially really push the boundaries, just have like no reactions.
Yeah.
And like you'd think like this is their life, but like dude, you reacted harder when I no scoped you through the wall on Nuke like a year ago.
Oh my god, I remember that.
You reacted harder when that happened than beating Zodiac.
I was pissed. I can't lie. That was funny.
Yeah.
Dude, Dude, I have the clip somewhere. It's just like, no, you're fucking kidding, man. What the fuck?
I forgot about that.
Dude, how is CS2? I'm out of the loop.
Okay, there's a lot of mixed opinions on CS2. Like, there's pros like Ross, for example, who think it's like really, really bad. In the sense, like, I don't know, peeker's advantage, sub-tick, whatever. Million complaints. But in my opinion, I think it's like the smokes are way better, the game feels really good, graphics are nice. Like, I don't really have a problem with sub-tick, probably because I live in Chicago and like half the servers are in Chicago. So yeah, for me it's been really fun. Like, I'm enjoying CS2 like as much as Go. But it's a very controversial thing whether or not.
I think
swallowed
like
water.
I played CS2. It just felt like CS:GO, but like updated graphics.
Yeah,
The guns are probably different, but I didn't play the old version enough to like be able to tell. So
I mean, the guns are
I don't know if
mostly
they
the
changed
same.
spray patterns or anything.
If they did, it's very subtle. It's mostly the same. I think the biggest
Yeah.
change is just the smokes and like just how
Yeah,
the
the
maps
smokes
look.
are different.
And awesome.
Alright.
Luke, do you still play?
I haven't opened CS2 yet. I used to
Okay,
play
yeah, we're on the same.
the
same
original
boat
a bit, but I still
Yeah,
haven't opened CS2.
I haven't played it in months. To be fair, I don't play FPS games because I'm actually trash at them. Like, I'd rather play something like GD where I can
That's
actually
fair.
I can do something kind of hard.
I thought it was okay at CS, but
You're
I
pretty
wasn't
liked
nearly
it.
as good as like Max, stuff like people like that.
Oh yeah.
When I first
Yeah,
started, I
no.
was really bad, but it was fun playing with friends that were also really bad.
The
So,
5v5s we used to do were fun. No, there was Fossa. That was the motherfucker that was way better than me, and like almost everyone else. Right? He was like Gold Nova before they changed the rank system,
Mhm.
or like Legendary,
server.
whatever he was. Dude, I can remember like playing like a pussy on purpose just to kill him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no. Those games, I just run around like I'm a pathfinding NPC, and if I encounter someone, I shoot at them. There is no strategy. There is no planning. I just run around, and I'm incapable of playing better than that in FPS games.
But I mean, hey, if it's fun, then like keep doing it, right?
It's fun when you kill people, but like I feel like I could be approaching it with more strategy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you want to know why I liked competitive CS and like competitive gaming in general? That requires communication with other people.
Mhm.
It just occupies my brain, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
I'm applying
Yeah.
cognitive and strategic function and just not thinking about anything else. And it's just like you're so in the zone with that kind of stuff, especially if you're
exactly.
trying.
Mhm. I think for me, like a lot of it is I used to play sports. Like I was a water polo player for like 8 years in like high school, a little bit of elementary. So it's like when I play CS, it's almost like I'm super competitive. So
Mhm.
I'll get into the zone where it's like, okay, I'm talking to my teammates. Like I'm calling this, I'm calling that. Like I'm thinking super hard. Like it just brings me back to that. And it's like for me, like you're saying, it just puts me in my zone, and that's sort of the draw for me.
Yeah. Do you remember when we do you remember when we got blasted and played Nuke?
Oh yeah, I do.
That was like, dude, that was like 3 years ago almost. What the fuck? That
That's
was so
crazy.
long ago. That was funny as hell. We just used shotguns. I just literally, yeah, we could talk about that all day. I don't think we have that kind
Oh
of
my god,
time
yeah.
of like
Mhm.
what that substance does to my brain.
Yeah.
Like just no logical thinking when you're in that like mindset. It's literally
Yeah,
just
no.
your tunnel vision to like a door on the map.
Yeah, you're just
And like
a
even when
robot
it
that can only do
opens,
one
you can't
thing.
react fast enough.
Yeah.
Your brain like literally can't keep up. It's so fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
I feel bad for
Yeah.
people who are addicted to it though.
Yeah.
That must be tough.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
Back
thankfully I
to
don't-
Geometry Dash.
I did. We didn't write that much stuff down. We're just chilling, you know. I do actually want to know something to you, Luke. So,
Yeah.
do you regret not verifying Limbo? Like all the shit that happened with it aside, or like is it just like is what it is?
I've
now?
thought about it before. Yeah, it is a really big opportunity to lose. I would be lying if I said I didn't think about it every once in a while, but I don't regret it. It's just something that comes up every now and then. That's all.
I wonder how different the level itself would have been because I don't know. Like I don't know how much you nerf and buff stuff when you're verifying stuff Because I know Graham
Well-
was just like, doing the thing where you get accustomed to your muscle memory and you build around it.
Mm-hmm. I was when it was in its early stages, Limbo, I was wanting it to be easier, like a decent amount easier than it is now. So maybe it is for the best that Graham ended up verifying. I don't know though. What happened was that it was originally supposed to be like top 20, which would have been like the Yada difficulty. And then one day I
Holy
just woke up
shit.
to an everyone tag from Minecraft. We are now making this top 1. Get ready.
Oh my God.
Without talking to me at all about it, by the way. And I was like, oh shit. Okay.
I'm guessing you were just like, all right, well, we'll wait for that to get finished while I don't think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what happened. I dropped in. And it did end up being like that hard. Well, top 1 for not top 1 by the standards that came out, but top 1 for the standards back then, probably.
Is it an ignorant thing to ask if you're still on 144? Because I'm also out of the loop.
No, I got 240 right before 2.2 came out.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
so not that long ago. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What were
It
you
doesn't
doing when
much
2.2
different.
came out?
I was actually in the shower when it came out, and I was so mad that I missed it because I was like just on my PC, and I took a shower for like 10 minutes, and that came out. Everyone's saying 2.2 is out.
I've told where I was multiple times, so I won't go into detail unless you want to know. But what about you, Found?
I was taking a nap, right? I woke up from my nap. This is 2 hours after 2.2 dropped. My IRL friend, like, I open my phone. I see a text from my IRL, like, how was 2.2? I'm like, wait, what? And then, like, I go on Discord. I have like a million tags. I'm like, wait, it's actually real.
Yeah, I literally couldn't believe it was
And
real.
it's
That was
It,
such
it-
a surreal
yeah,
moment.
it didn't feel real.
It's so funny.
literally.
I was
I
in
remember I went-
international waters, so
I went to a meetup with friends the day after, and we were just playing platformers on our phones. It was awesome.
Oh yeah.
dude, that
Yeah.
reminds me. That reminds me of like inviting a friend over in high school, and you're just like playing GD half the time. It's like, can we do something else?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
no.
No,
I
dude,
remember,
me and
like,
my
all
friend
the
were
early
trying to
meetups were
collab.
just GD 90% of the time.
Did you guys have like a school rivalry at the lunch table or anything
Oh
like
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we all had that, surely.
Did you beat everyone's ass?
No, I was the friendly competitor, right? Like, I
Right.
see someone playing Toe 2 on their phone and like die at that one ship that everyone dies at when they're new.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, yo, like, give me your phone. And I'd beat in like one attempt and feel like a god. Like, I was that guy.
Nah, I remember I just like beat levels for kids on the bus.
Yeah.
No, dude, I was a shit player. Like, I took 2 weeks to beat Stereo Madness, and I was actually trying. It was horrible. So I don't know how the hell I got any kind of skill, but
I feel like it would be
Dude,
easier
yeah,
to
I
pick
was-
up on it as an adult.
I was playing it all the time. I was hard struggling on like Can't Let Go. Like that was actually my like
Nah,
just the worst thing I'd ever played.
Can't let go is kind of hard though. let's
Kids
be
have
real.
better brains for like getting good at games. I feel like neuroplasticity or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't. I mean, dude, I played so many games. Minecraft was my shit. Still is, but like,
Oh yeah, I have thousands of hours on Minecraft. I'm
yeah,
nuts.
Found. I should give you
Yeah.
a tour of the world now at some point.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think
Have you ever
showed me
been
a
on
picture
it?
of it. I haven't been on it, but I've seen pictures of it.
I don't. I feel bad. I'm not trying to make this about like my own self, but
No, but your world is sick. Like, I want to see it.
what have you? What is the last thing you remember about it?
I mean, I only saw one picture of it. I just remember.
Holy
like,
shit! All right, I won't say anything else. It's literally like 10 times as large now. There's like
Oh my
okay,
God.
there's a neighboring town with a skyline. It's that big.
Yeah, this guy has like Minecraft autism. He's built
Honestly-
so much stuff.
Honestly, valid.
Oh,
You know, what? Let me
it's
get
one
a
of the best
picture of
types.
this. I'll get a picture of
But
this. and
it's
put it on the
it's
screen.
insanely good.
I know. I was the type of person like on SMPs with friends. I would look at a building tutorial on YouTube, like one of those mansions, like block by block
Yeah,
tutorials,
yeah.
and like spend 2 days building
Okay,
it.
that's
Yeah.
a
I was
fucking
one of those
horrible.
people.
That's a garbage image. The quality is so trash. What the hell? Just
Yeah,
just
that's
keep
the
talking.
image I
I'll
saw.
find it. Oh, you saw the community post?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's the town.
Yeah, no, that is like ridiculous. It's so cool.
Dude, that comes from like playing. Oh my god, I almost spilled water. That comes from playing a lot of creative servers with friends and stuff. Because I think everyone from our generation, if you did play a game like Minecraft, you have that one server that you played on all the time.
Mindplex.
And for me, I'm just gonna name drop
Yeah.
because it's not gonna come back ever. Epic MCS. If anybody listening knows what that is, holy shit, you need to contact me because if I know you, that's crazy. But that was the server I met I met my first ever online friend on that server, and I still talk to him. But like, it's servers like that where you like, you know, you just get on every day. It's just like calling on Discord. It's the same idea. It was just like, dude, get on the server. And this was like a creative server. It was just kind of like an all-in-one. And we would just build stuff, you know, claim the land because you had to do that on those servers. You know how factions work.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that's where I learned how to build a lot of stuff. Cause like it's the same thing. You'll see someone else's build and you'll be like, well, I didn't think of doing this or this or this. And you just learn from that, you know?
Probably
like
similar to like how you would create in GD, I'd imagine.
It's the same thing. So it's the same thing. I think the best creators borrow or innovate from already existing elements from other already existing creators that have made it. Like signs on stairs to make chairs is like such a basic example of that. Like everyone does that.
Yeah.
Literally everyone.
I think that's how like art evolves in general. Like you have something and then like someone else adds to it, changes it around a little bit, and like it's all inspiration and like branching off from that. I feel like that's how art in general and like, you know, specifically with creating, I think that's how it evolves.
Are you artistic at all?
As of recent, I would say yes. I've been touching the editor a lot more, like making, how do I even describe it? Just layouts with like mind-boggling duels with good click sync, that kind of thing. And it's been like, really
good
fun.
duels is insane. It's so much fun.
So I've been like dabbling a lot with creating. It's fun.
Haven't you hosted a few levels? Like, I remember at some point when I was talking to Crisis, you were the host of Kerry's. You had something to do with Kerry's. You were the verifier or something. I can't remember.
I think he was the backup or something.
No, I was a main verifier.
Yeah.
All I did, for the record, was, you know that the duel in Erebus at around 80, it was misaligned. 80? All I did was like 80 on Erebus, not on carries. Like
no, like
that
yeah,
duel,
it's in like 60, whatever. Not relevant.
that duel, all I did was just align it because it was misaligned. I moved up teleportal like 1/2 block, and that's quite literally all I did with that level.
That's your legacy.
That's my legacy. Okay.
Dude, if you quit the day after, that would have been it.
Yeah.
It's just like dad walks in, we're moving to Europe. Oh, okay. And you're getting a job.
I mean, hey, I did make carries possible. Like, it might be just 1/2 block movement, but I did make it possible.
Was it like dog shit when you first got it? Was it just like so?
It was not good when I first got it.
How did it end up being for players? Because it was Crysis's like only verification that he ever did, which is crazy because he definitely deserved more than that. But I don't know how it ended up actually turning out.
It was his only one?
Yeah.
Really?
He didn't verify many levels, really. He was just kind of like hanging out in the halls and stuff. Like,
don't worry,
also, he didn't ask, and people didn't rethink of him, I guess, when they were like looking for verifiers. It was always like, at that time, it was like you would get space, not really even space, but like Cappy, people like that to verify.
Dude, Cappy verified so much crap.
He did.
That's funny that you mentioned that because it still exists now. That I don't know when it started. You're talking about how like you'll go to the point of great stats viewer and like 4 of the people in the top 10 you just have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
Not to like dog on them individually, but it's just like a funny thing.
What is the top 10
because
right
like
now?
if you're not like that guy, like not a lot of people care, even if you're top 5.
Yeah, I also think that might be a case of us just being old heads. Potentially.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
is above Streak? What?
I haven't.
I did since when?
The stats view in so long.
Me neither.
Dude, this is curse. What the hell?
Yeah,
I didn't know these people
2.
on the stats viewer.
I remember when I used to check it like almost every day.
Okay, this is about to be really mean. All right, so okay, I know a lot of them actually. The only one I don't recognize is Laney Akia.
Oh, that's
Jeller.
Oh, Jeller. Never mind. I know them all then.
Let's go.
Is Thunder the same person as Thunder? I'm guessing it is.
Like THNND or however you spell it. Versus like Big Thunder or like Thunder
no,
GT.
those are different.
Yeah,
people.
Big Thunder. What, the iPad dude?
different
they're
people.
different people.
Oh,
Big Thunder was like top 10 at one point, I think, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
that's
the
why I'm
best mobile
confused.
player, or one of the best for a while.
Yeah.
He still plays on mobile
Then
now. I think
I
he's
don't-
like trying to do a lot of stuff that he didn't beat on mobile back then,
Yeah,
which is
he beat
cool.
he beat the Strat on mobile recently, which is like
Jesus, dude.
Pretty cool.
Dude, Paco Sky walked so he could run.
literally. I forgot about
Dude, he
Pakiskai,
quit,
Pakasi,
dude.
however you say it.
Do you ever think about like
Yeah.
really old? Do you ever think about people from that time period who like just gone, just left?
Yeah, I
You
do
ever
think
you
about
ever
that.
think about them very rarely? Like isn't Disc Joker another one?
Yeah, oh my
Oh
god. wait,
yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just remembered one. Who was that like the hacker kid that like everyone like dogged on? It was like War or something.
Wargak.
Wargak.
Warjack,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Wargak. The verify. Oh, what was the level that was like actually terrible?
I don't even remember the
That was
name.
it.
Warcora? Yeah.
Warcora.
God.
that
I
was
thought of
such a
Castelling
level.
when you said that. That level is
Yeah,
bad.
Big Thunder's still 18 on the stats viewer. So that's still pretty good.
Damn.
You know, it's funny, the difference between top 15 and 15 to 30. I know everyone from the first screenshot, but the second one, literally not half of them.
Yeah, like who is Quevert and Clune and Super Jet? I know Super Javicon. Like the
I know
world of
I know
me,
Person Human, Hippo. I know
Hippo, yeah.
Big Thunder,
Hippo's
WizKid,
come
Hover.
a long way.
Yeah.
Dude, Hippo used to like give me macros for levels that I was just not good enough to bot. Like the fucking top one impossible list ones. Because I didn't want to like do a shit bot of them.
Dude,
so
if
Hippo would be
there-
like, yo, I just have a macro for this. It'll save you 20
If there is an
hours." I'm like,
autism
"Okay."
for Sonic Wave, he has it.
Dude,
Who does?
they used to be called Hippo Sonic
Hippo.
Waver.
Oh,
Do you know who that is? HSW, that guy?
I don't know.
Oh,
He's beaten literally every single variation of Sonic Wave, almost.
yeah.
How many variations are there?
Too many. He has beaten literally he beat Sonic
Oh.
Ship. He probably beat the Invincible. Remember that?
Yeah, no, I know this person. The one with the green Nico. in the
yeah,
thumbnail.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's yeah. Dude, we should rate Sonic Ship. We should get that rated.
True.
Yeah.
Sonic Ship?
Actually, you know what?
One?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any unrated levels that you think deserve a rate, by the way?
I can definitely think of one.
There's like Rob has not been rating platformer hard platformer demons like at all.
Yeah.
That's like the
Like
easy
Null
answer.
isn't rated. That's been top one for so long.
I don't know what he's doing. There's literally nothing like at all.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Graceful,
He
that's
needs
a
to
whole other
encourage that
conversation.
side of the community by like rating the hard platformers.
Graceful is an
Otherwise it will just
interesting
die.
story. Somebody brought up Graceful in the chat. That is an interesting one. Graceful is an example of like Graceful is an example of like perseverance in a way, but also like not moving on.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
does anyone here? You all know it. You all know what that is, right? Graceful.
No, I remember.
know.
I remember getting a
Yeah.
copy of it the first time. To be fair, I didn't really think it was like the best thing ever. I thought it was all right.
I don't
but
know. I don't really understand why the mods hated it so much.
Yeah,
Was it because Dag was just asking over and over, like any like
To be fair-
anyone who wants their shit rated would do? Who like
I
doesn't
never
have
thought
a
it
rated
looked
level?
very good as a level.
It's
No.
quite scattered,
I-
to say the least.
It's
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
not.
it's, yeah.
There's no composition.
Hmm.
There's not much just cohesion at all. So I get why it's
yeah.
like not.
I feel
that
bad for Dag in
worthy.
that sense because like it was like top 3 when it was verified or something, right?
Yeah.
Was it
But
And
I
like,
think-
dude, it literally, I don't know. I'm not trying to victimize anybody, but the mods just fucking hated that level for some reason.
I know, because I'd say like this is like you gotta make it good decoration if you want something that hard rated, right? Because that's how it's always been. But then stuff
Yeah.
like Belladonna is rated, and that's literally just a layout, and it's
Yeah,
like
it's I
top
don't know.
20 just rated. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Like, should we just rate? I think he should just rate all the hard levels that are verified legitimately, just so the demon list can be accurate.
Mhm.
Like, if
Right.
anything.
Yeah, as long as
Well,
it looks,
obviously,
like,
don't rate
okay.
sludge, but
Yeah.
I think
I
it
mean,
would be
or
nice to
do,
see that
you
one level rated. What's it called? The one Septagon verified. Through the gates.
Through
Oh
the
yeah,
gates.
Yeah, Enjoy is another
Well,
one that
so-
was like.
Never mind.
First
Never mind.
Victor, because
Zoink
Zoink
verified
took,
it.
yeah.
I can think of one. Remember Necrocide? Whatever happened to that?
Oh
The
yeah.
Xylonox one?
The
Necrocide.
Xylonox
I
one was
remember
good, too.
that.
Yeah, like that level is
I
like
don't know.
dope, and I don't think it's rated.
Dude, Game Over took so long to get rid. The problem with it taking that long is like now like nobody really cares anymore. And it's
Yeah,
like, whoa,
no.
it's cool, it's rated now, but it's like that would have been 1,000 times cooler if it was rated back when it was made.
Yeah, imagine
Yeah.
Game
Yeah.
Over on the list.
Yeah, the problem is like the subjectivity is just it's something that you can't be objective about, and so that's why this happens.
Hmm.
And there's too many mods. There's too many mods from what I've seen at the time who honestly have pretty obscenely high standards for just very specific things for some goddamn reason. Like Graceful. Like Graceful got sent numerous times as far as I know, right? Mods, you can correct me if you want, but like they just there are just some levels that I feel like get sent through and the mods just roll their fucking eyes.
Yeah, no.
I don't know, because the mod team
Granted,
must just
I do
not
need to
like
clarify,
some people
though.
that are in the level.
Well, the
or
demon
something.
system
I have
doesn't
no
exist
idea.
anymore, right?
Yeah,
So it's
I do
just
need to
all-
clarify that that system literally got abolished, but I'm talking about when it did exist, you know?
Oh well,
Yeah,
the rate by
to be
majority thing.
fair, a lot of people think it would be better if it was put back.
Yeah.
Because Rob doesn't pay a lot of levels.
If it could just be reformed in some way and just improved, then like, you know.
I don't know,
It
if
could
just
be
more
better.
than one person had the
It's
ability
crazy
to
that
rate
we're in
levels.
2024 and Rob is still the only one that can rate levels.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
a
it
game
should,
with like what millions of players that are active.
I don't
Like
blame
even
him,
the
but
private servers, like 1.9 GDPS, the good-ish levels are all rated, so you can get stars from them, and it's like a team of a few people, and it all gets managed. So I don't see how like some of the like loyal biggest like whatever mods can just be told, yes, you can rate levels.
I just
and
don't
hope
think
they
he wants to
power trip
hire
over
out.
it.
I think he
Yeah.
definitely takes a lot of pride in being an independent dev too.
Oh, totally.
Like that
Yeah.
that's like kind of that's what built all that shit that he has. So I
Mhm.
don't blame him, but at the same time it's like
He said it, he'd be open to the idea, but I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. Like realistically speaking.
yeah,
feel
I
like
mean,
it
at
won't.
least at least we have these issues when like he's alive. Like imagine
Well-
this shit in 2018. It's like we can't even get in contact with this guy.
Well, that's debatable. The last bug fix update was supposed to come out in June, and there's still
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, you're right.
He's like dead again.
Was it actually?
Do you remember 2018 though for Rob Top? Like it
Yeah,
just
he
didn't.
was
It
really
literally
dead.
did. Do you remember Dustum on Twitter?
Oh, I do. Yeah, of course.
Do you remember when he took a screenshot? I think like Jacksepticeye played GD and Rob Top commented something like, "Did he dieted?" And Dustin like literally was all caps raging on Twitter. He was like, "Fuck off, you fucking cunt! Just talk to us. Don't do this."
Dude,
Like
Oh.
that's how bad it was. That's how desperate we
remember.
were.
Yeah.
remember when we had to wait like almost a year for high detail to be available in the game?
Yes, yes, that was so funny. It was like, well,
Imagine
you
that
guys can
happening
play
in
on
2.2,
medium
bro.
graphics for now.
I
actually
could
can't
never
believe that
do
happened.
that. I would actually I'll go out of business.
Like back then, I was
doing?
on a laptop, so it didn't bother me at all. But like, if that happened now, it would be fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, no. That would
Yeah.
not fly.
I'd have to showcase in 720p.
What
Crazy,
even
man.
That's
broke
the
again?
highest you'll get.
Oh no, he didn't have the proper resources or the high detail resource or something.
Like, did he
Yeah,
like
I don't
lose
know.
all his files or some shit?
I don't know.
Did
Man.
he like delete the source code on accident?
He probably
Who
did.
knows?
Look,
Apparently,
I
he doesn't
mean,
have the source code
yeah.
for 2.1 anymore. So you know.
credit where credit's due, though. The game does support 64-bit now, which is
That
kind
is-
of
Yeah, but-
huge. But
Yeah.
I still play on 2.204 just because there's no good bots or like Mega Hack was better in 2.204.
Well, but 32-bit, I feel like some levels were less laggy. I don't know. Like Direction doesn't speed that recently. The
Yeah.
64-bit update made it more laggy for me.
like, which levels?
Just Directions, if you know what that is.
I think
It's
I
like a
do.
pretty unknown statement. But there's this the entire food app was like stable for me before the update, and now it dropped into like 180 FPS.
Dude, sometimes
not-
I feel like Vibrant and their team like like strategically release updates right after Mega Hack is updated.
Honestly,
Sometimes
yeah,
it feels
like,
that way. It's like
absolutely. Literally comes out like, "Oh, finally, guys, I've finished. I've gotten to the bottom of this. Here's the update."
you know, poor
And then the
Absolutes.
game gets updated, and it's
and
all
then
broken.
Vibrant is like in the GDS announcements, update
It's like,
whatever.
new
It's been
teaser.
really a new change log. Yeah.
You should
it's
really
like-
start working with Absolute because I've not seen a single like.
Oh, by the
Mega Hack
way,
feature implemented in G that's been
how
better than the
fucking
Mega Hack version
funny.
yet.
How funny is it that when he released Safe No Clip, it ended up breaking all of the physics because his Safe No Clip literally triggered the in-game anti-cheat
Oh
and
my
broke
god.
all of the fucking physics.
Yeah, that's what I'm
If you had
talking
it
about.
on.
Every
That's so
time
funny.
he implements a Mega Hack
What?
feature,
Like
it's
it's like,
worse than the Mega
dude,
Hack
what the
one.
fuck?
Yeah.
And
like, he's-
and you know the broken wave, which Absolute fixed in Mega Hack, like
Oh, yeah.
really fast. He said something like, "This is just like a couple lines of code or some shit."
yeah, no,
yeah,
like,
Crazy,
I
dude.
feel like the GD code is definitely like a really, really messy room, but there's like a path carved out through the middle of the room so you can walk to the desk. That is definitely what the code is like.
yeah,
There's no way.
it's a spaghetti bowl.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yes.
it's definitely held together by like bubble gum and band-aids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually
And
has
shoestrings.
actually has gum for supports.
Yeah,
That
you
shit
can,
is like, dude. Do you remember
know.
when you would save and play and then the game would become super tiny in the top left corner of your monitor? Anybody remember that?
I don't.
That didn't
remember
happen.
Like
Because-
when the game would freeze,
That sounds really
Luke
funny.
knows what I'm talking about. When the game would freeze, it would become really tiny, and it would go in the top left of your monitor, and you would have
Oh,
a huge
wait.
mouse.
Yeah,
would,
I
like-
got
it would,
that.
like,
It wasn't.
yeah.
How
it
does
wasn't
that
even an F
happen?
thing. It was like something else that triggered it for me. But I did get that.
It's on,
Yeah,
it's on
I
my
like-
Instagram. Let me get it.
I've gotten the opposite of that recently,
Oh, it's
where
so
if
funny,
I
dude.
switch,
I wonder if that's fixed in 2.2.
if
Oh,
I
it has
switch
to be.
to windowed mode, from full screen on my main monitor, the game crashes. So I have to change my monitor, and I have to change on the second monitor from full screen to windowed. And then I change back my monitor, relaunch the game, it's in windowed, but then I have to set it to 4K windowed. So I set it to 4K windowed, and then the whole window is just the bottom like 10% corner of the screen. So then you have to like blindly find the button because you can only see 10% like in the bottom
This.
corner.
This is what it
And-
would look in chat. This is what it would do.
Yeah, and then relaunch the game
That-
there. It's like, how hard?
Yeah, I got exactly that.
I'm gonna
is
put
an
it on the
insane
screen for
process.
people who have not experienced this before. This
That
is what would
so
happen.
good.
So
I do remember that actually.
it,
now
would-
that
it
you
would
show me
it's
that.
this. They would do this, and this would just freeze like this. And the game, if
remember.
this happened, it would never respond again. So you would have to force close it.
Oh my god.
This is just what would happen. It's
Okay,
so
yeah, no.
fucking funny.
I do remember that.
I mean, if anybody knows if that bug still happens, let me know. Because like,
I haven't gotten it in 2.2, but
Me
maybe.
neither.
I haven't gotten it in several years, but I don't really play the game much anymore. To be fair.
You know when you had to use like fast tab out because tabbing out of the game would take
Yeah.
like literally
Dude, that
2
was such a
minutes.
lifesaver.
Yeah, no, I
Apparently
That
it
was
was because-
actually that improved my quality of life.
Yeah, apparently it was because it saved every time you alt tabbed or tried
Yeah.
to save, and that was
Yeah.
Dude, I remember I learned how to like get around that. And what I would do is I would like, so you know on the taskbar, if you hover over something and then click the window like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured out that like it was definitely just placebo. It was definitely me just trying to fix a problem that I couldn't fix, but I thought it was fixing it. If I felt like if I did that, it crashed less when I tabbed back in. It had like less of a chance of crashing.
I remember like the
That's-
first night of
that's definitely
2.2
similar.
releasing, me and my friends found a button in the menu that would just crash your game every time if you clicked it.
Oh my god.
The parental controls did that too. Do you remember
That's
that?
Parental
Top-cutting.
controls just crashes the game.
So like,
Yeah. It's
like, no.
I don't remember the exact specifics, but when you turn it on and then like some buttons will just crash your game.
Wow.
And
You
I
remember
remember
all
it
the-
just like deletes shit. It's so funny. The
Remember
menu
all the
just
help
deletes-
menus that just had nothing? Like this is a help menu.
Oh,
yeah,
of
it had
course.
like
It
it had
was-
like insert text
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, especially with like triggers. It's like the most
Yeah, and,
complicated
and
trigger.
that took like 6 years to get fixed.
You know, it's like the most complicated trigger you've ever seen. It's like, how do I use it? You go to the info.
Oh,
here, like, shit.
the GD menu is still misaligned. The texture is still
Do you remember when
misaligned.
spider orbs work like blue orbs upside down?
This is
Wait,
still
spider
wait.
orbs?
I'm trying to find this.
Yeah, I think like there was an orb that didn't work when you were upside down. I think it was just spider orb.
So GD browser
God.
fixed this, but in the game, the textures are like slightly misaligned. Do you know what I'm talking
Wait.
about?
I don't. Please don't ruin it. But like, also
It's-
please ruin it. I need to see.
The fucking profile, the
Uh.
brown on the profile is like slightly misaligned because no, I still see it. It's because this is not one texture. It's because the profile consists of like textures that meet at coordinates.
Shit.
And so it's just very the border, you can see it. It's just very
Oh,
slightly
no.
misaligned because
Oh,
RobTop
no.
I
didn't
thought
put the
that was
coordinates in.
deliberate. I thought that's to make it look like it's lit from the top.
No, I don't think so. At least I'm not talking
I
about the
think
very
that's,
top.
That's
I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, someone in
Oh,
chat said the iOS bug. I remember there was a bug on mobile I had for the longest time where it would just sign me out every time I closed the app. And it like I literally
Oh,
couldn't play on
actually, you know
mobile
what's
for the
funny?
time.
I have a new bug now when I open. You guys are gonna hear the game, but I have a new bug when I open the game now, where every time I open the game and then do so, I need to reset my graphics drivers. Hold on. All right, we back? Can you hear me? We good?
Yep.
Did that like ruin the podcast? No, we're good. All right. So I have a new bug on GD now, where if I open the game and then do something, and change my icons, play levels, whatever. And then if I like close the game, every time I open it up a second time, my icons are what they were when I opened the game the last time.
What?
oh.
It's just never ending bullshit with this game.
Dude,
I have something like that
if
where every
I-
time I load my data, it's like the wrong colors and I have to fix it.
Oh, I think he fixed it. He fixed it, I think. No way.
Oh, yeah. If
It-
I
it was
tabbed
this
out
shit.
while the game was loading, my textures would become like messed up. They would all be black, like, and weird and misrotated.
I think he actually fixed
I'd have to relaunch.
the border textures being misaligned.
Oh wow, we
I
did.
think it is fixed.
You
I
mean
see it,
shit
yeah.
doesn't get saved? No, levels and stuff that I saved to play and stuff do get saved. It's just my fucking icons for some reason, and I have them all unlocked. Like, the icons I use are unlocked, so it literally, like... Dumb.
That is weird.
I have autosave on
get to the
Mega
bottom
Hack.
of it.
It's not a Mega Hack thing, it's the game. Maybe
know
it's
what bug?
maybe it's because I'm using, like, one color I don't have, and the game's like, that's not okay. I don't know, man.
Okay, you know what bug is still in the game that I just despise? Like,
Yeah.
when you're in the editor and you put down a teleportal and you want to scale the teleportals,
Yes.
you can
Yep.
scale
Oh my
the blue
God.
one perfectly, but when you scale the orange one, like every single time you go to play, it just scales
Dude,
itself back.
I
up.
hate that bug where like
Oh.
I hate that bug where like if you overlay them, it just moves from them up.
Oh my
It's-
god, yeah.
Also,
yeah.
in the editor, when you rotate a portal, but like not by 90 degrees, and the hitbox stays at 90 degrees.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's fixed, but that is so annoying because 45-degree portals are like everywhere, and you just can't playtest with those. There's probably a fix for that in like Geode or something now.
Yeah, probably.
Dude,
But I don't know.
gone
about,
are the
but
days.
That's so annoying.
Gone are the days of not knowing anything about the hitboxes and how the game works internally. Dude, we came. I sorry to people who listen to this
Yeah.
frequently when we say we're old, but like, you guys don't understand the struggle of not knowing hitboxes, the game not working, like
Oh,
Rob
God.
Top
You
being
guys-
dead.
You guys didn't have to bot top 10 impossible levels with no hitboxes.
Dude, there
And
was a
a
time
bot
when we
where-
knew nothing about hitboxes, and we just had
no
to like
practice
we just
mode
had to
physics
figure
fix
out.
either.
Like, okay, you know what a big one was? Having no idea about inverted slopes
Oh my god.
because you can't
Yeah,
see the hitbox in the editor, and so there's levels like Electrosonic that just have them, and like, and so
Yeah.
dying on nothing was a real thing, and it wasn't just us being mad at the game because it was being bullshit.
Yeah, that was back when like if you were a creator, you couldn't really tell if it sub was inverted.
Yeah,
unless
I mean,
you looked
the
closely,
only
so
way you
it would,
could
it would
know is, like,
happen literally all the time.
Yep.
Like,
it's just
created
one
Yeah.
microstep moved, and that's all.
Yeah.
That's the only indicator.
There's
Yeah,
a
from
lot
my
of really
experience as well.
Mhm.
Like the tools back then for what I do, which is showcasing. Okay, now it's like kind of like really easy. Back then it was a bit harder because, say for example, if you're like me, hardest what Cataclysm, and there's no physics practice fix. And then you have to bottom level with like a really long, difficult ship section. You just have to do it in one go. And if it's a like top 10 ILL level, you just have to deal with that. And then everything broke. Like you would have to do everything 10 times until it worked properly. But now, thankfully, it's a lot easier now.
You can just do a practice run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you need to do that, but then it would like break.
Okay.
Just all the time. It would just misread. It would just go off and you had no idea why. You have to edit the text file for the macro, and it was terrible.
Yes, yeah, Ybot.
I remember doing that with Xbot.
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Dude, I
think,
could remember. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the biggest like thing that made playing a lot more accessible is Starpost Switcher. Because I remember like back in the day, like you would have to get like say Spatial Ren, right? Because I did it with Spatial Ren. I beat that in like 2019, I think. I had maybe 8 copies, and it was just like Spatial Ren. Like what was the last part? I forgot who made it. Whatever. Just a bunch of copies with start positions at different parts. So it's like I'd practice it. Okay, tab out of that level, go to the next level, like practice that. Like it's so much clunkier and just not fast.
I can't believe I used to like use the same copy and delete the start position every time.
Yeah.
No, yep.
New players will never know what it's.
Your game would crash half the time you do it, so you just end up searching like Cataclysm drop or something like that.
Yeah.
So you would just play. You just hope someone had uploaded the drop only.
And then
I don't have that many mega hack features turned on, but start position switcher is one I will always have.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
100% of the time.
They need to add it to the game. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Literally.
I don't know why he hasn't added it.
Thinking about things that are argued to be added to the game, what are people here's opinions on quit between frames? Because that is one of the things that people are talking about at the moment. And it's interesting for especially you, Luke, because you have stuck pretty like firmly to being like 60 on 60 hertz, 144. So what do you kind of think about it? Do you think it's like a good thing or is it weird?
Well, that's like 2 separate questions, kind of, but I can do the CBF one first. So like, I've always been like an advocate for reducing delay in the game. Like when it's on 60 or 144 hertz, I'd always try to reduce my delay as much as possible because it just makes the game more fun. I think it's like it's unanimous that it should make the game more fun for everyone. So for that reason, I'm all for CBF. I think it's like the final form of delay reduction. Like, you can't really get better than that. So obviously, it would be great to have that in the game, and also to raise the skill ceiling as high as possible. I think that's cool too.
Yeah, no, I don't really see much of a problem with it either. I mean, I'm probably not qualified to talk about it because I'm not a top player or anything, but it just seems like the original logic of the game made more accurate.
Yeah, exactly. I know there's like arguments for like it needs to work on mobile and all that, but I think in this case it would be fine if it was just like kind of an experimental feature with a disclaimer that it might break at times. I think like it's good enough that it would be worth it to add it even in a state where it might not work perfectly on all devices.
Yeah, I feel like also a lot of the really good players that would benefit most from it are playing on PC. Like no one's beating Tidal Wave on a phone.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Like I was gonna say, like if you're like a Fortnite player, for example, like you're at an inherent disadvantage. Like if you're playing on console, at least I'd imagine. I'm not a Fortnite player, but I would imagine you're at an inherent disadvantage playing on console. Whereas like if you want to be competitive, you are probably a PC player, and the same thing applies to GD, where sure you can get pretty good on mobile, but like if you want to be competitive, like you need a PC, and that's just kind of how it is.
Like it's just kind of ridiculous to try and keep mobile so standardized on the hardest levels.
Yeah. Or like a gaming laptop. Honestly, gaming laptop, if you want a cheap way into GD, that is the way to go, because now I saw a gaming laptop with like 360 hertz, really good like GPU, CPU, and it was like 800 quid, and that was 2 years ago. I mean, it's cheaper than a PC and getting a monitor.
Dude,
as someone
honestly,
that's owned,
go for it.
Okay, as someone that's owned a gaming laptop, like I had one for college since I went out of state, I had to travel, and I didn't want to like bring a big ass PC with me. Laptops are good. Like my laptop served me very well. Only thing is they are absolute like space heaters, and they're ticking time bombs, right? Like mine, it doesn't have an HDMI or DisplayPort or anything. I have a USB-C adapter
Yeah.
for the graphics, and
Right.
quite literally, after 3 years of usage, the entire port just melted.
That's
And then
crazy.
I have a charger with an adapter, and the adapter literally melted into the charger.
Jesus.
It's like, yeah. And then the entire laptop it runs at 90 Celsius. It doesn't even work. It's, yeah.
Yes. I
3 years
remember
of
on my old laptop, the back thing was like bulging because of the batteries swelling.
Oh my
It
god.
was like actually
Yeah,
dangerous.
I was gonna say, I swear to God, laptops for GD are a fucking gamble because I have the same one that you had, and you used yours was fine, but mine literally it was choppy. It couldn't run GD. Like it could, but it couldn't. You know what I mean? Because you know how GD just decides when it wants to run well. It
Definitely.
seems like,
Mhm.
especially with laptops.
Yeah.
And I also
Mine
thought it
just
was funny,
broke.
but
Yeah.
I know
I
Luke.
can't believe I was
yeah.
on a laptop for so long.
Yeah.
You would open the screen on this laptop and it would just turn the screen off if you pushed it too far, and they'd have to do some wiggling and eventually it'd work. So I returned it, and they were good about it. They were return. I have a MacBook now because I have a PC, so I'm a MacBook person.
Fair.
hmm
Although it does suck when you're not around your PC, you just have your MacBook and like 2.2 comes out and you're like,
Oh God,
Right.
gaming on a
what am
Mac,
I gonna
dude.
do?
Gaming on a
having
Mac
to
is
use
a
parallels
joke.
and getting the worst performance. I recorded an ILL level on parallels on a MacBook. That was the worst,
Oh,
most
God.
boring experience of my life. That took literally hours to record.
I'd
Dude,
rather do so
yeah.
many things than sit through that.
yeah.
Dude, laptops on paper are seem so much better and more practical. But half of the time it's like they're just kind of, they're just not what you would expect them to be, unless you are getting
Yeah.
like super expensive laptop, or if you like, because we were talking about this last night too. A lot of it also depends on what you're doing, because like most people don't really care
Yeah.
about playing games. Like there's a lot of people. It's also why it's also why the newest version of Windows 11 and stuff. It's why people use like whatever the fuck the Mac OS is called. Not iOS. What's the other one?
I have no idea, to
Whatever.
be honest.
I forgot.
Mac OS.
Yeah, whatever it is. And the thing is, like, most people just don't care. They just need a laptop, and you're not gonna fucking, you're not gonna put your own version of what. You're not gonna do that. You're just gonna buy one
Yeah.
that's already ready and has Windows. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
most people like play solitaire and send emails. So
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
honestly, I hate to be like the Apple guy, but the MacBook is so much nicer to use than that gaming laptop was. It's
yeah, they're
the
ergonomic,
battery life. Oh my god, it's like 10 times longer. Because gaming laptops, if they're not connected into power, first of all, their performance is terrible. Second of all, they drain in like 30 minutes. It's
Yeah.
nice being in a university lecture. Everyone with gaming laptops around you, their battery's gone by like halfway through. You're just like 8% battery, doing good.
Yeah, my battery dies in like 2 hours if I have it unplugged. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
It's just not good for like GD.
I can't lie to you. This is kind of bad. My laptop has just been sitting on my dining room table for like 5 months, and I haven't
honestly,
touched it.
same. Since I got my
Oh,
new
yeah.
PC.
The biggest thing for me, the color accurate screens, they're so much nicer than laptop ones,
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah.
Windows ones. They're always calibrated. It's just nicer in general.
Oh yeah,
at least
that's
for
another
me.
thing we forgot to bring up. Now that we're talking about it, you know that thing that happened the other day where what is it? What's it? Cloudflare. That's the software
Oh yeah.
that like a lot of major companies use and a lot of airliners use at
Oh,
airports.
Cloudflare, yeah.
hmm
Yeah, and they pushed an update that bricked hundreds of thousands of machines.
Yeah.
And
I
like
heard about it.
I think people were like stranded at airports and stuff, like they couldn't fly, or stuff like that.
Oh, CrowdStrike. Yeah.
No one could work. Like
All I gotta say
everyone's
is
work
thank
PC
God I
was
wasn't
fucked.
on a flight
Yeah.
or in an airport.
Dude, it's that inherent American selfishness that came that embeveled into me when I woke up and read that. I'm like, well, at least I don't have a work machine, and I'm not going anywhere today.
Yeah. What do you? How is that a bad thing? You get to work and you can't work. Oh my god, no.
Oh my
That
God,
doesn't
I'm
sound
doing
like a
nothing
bad
on
thing.
company time.
No.
No.
I saw a post from a guy who was just on his phone for 8 hours because his company like wanted him there, even
Yeah.
though his computer was bricked.
Like
Oh
it
my
would be
God.
boring, but if you know how to like not be bored, it's good.
Yeah, just like watch a movie.
Yeah.
It was a
Well, you
.system file
can't,
with
but-
no
Actually,
binary,
well,
and
yeah,
it
you use
caused
your phone.
a recovery mode. That's funny.
Yeah, no, they literally said you have to like
You have to go
basically
into
hack your own
PowerShell.
PC, go in
Mhm.
safe mode and PowerShell. How is average like Joe gonna do this?
They don't.
Yeah. You don't unless you're
Like they don't
computer
know what
science nerd.
Windows X does.
Like, dude, I saw there were tweets that I was reading about how like software engineers and people working in IT were like, I told my boss that I know how to fix all the machines, and he's expecting me to fix thousands of them for like, for like an unreasonable result from the benefit. And then I told the boss, I was like, I'm not gonna do that, and the boss was like, whatever. And then all the replies were like, dude, you need to capitalize on this. You need to be like, okay, I'll do it, but only if I get this. It's like, I don't think you could say that to your boss. Maybe
Yeah,
you
no.
can. Maybe you can negotiate.
I
I don't
guess
know.
it depends on your boss.
boss.
I guess it's a
Yeah.
dire enough situation where it's like, fine. Fine, I'll give you like, I don't
Yeah.
know, however
A
much.
lot of bosses are like low-key narcissists and they won't listen
Oh,
to
yeah.
anyone. So
Definitely.
it
Yeah.
can be hard, but sometimes you get a cool boss, but then cool bosses get promoted because they're like cool.
Yeah,
and people will
exactly.
want them. So
It feels fake in that environment when someone's that nice to you, because you're all trying to climb the
Yeah.
corporate ladder.
I
It's
don't
like
know.
it seems like they're just being nice just so they can move up.
Yeah, they're just putting a mask on. It's where you need the people who are nice, but like they're not putting a mask on.
Like the
They're
genuine
like-
nice people.
Yeah,
Did you say the janitors are nice people?
just
The
What?
the genuine.
Oh, I was like, you're not
genuinely,
wrong,
like-
but like,
the people who are just like, yeah, this is work, but like, yeah,
you just
Yeah,
have
I
to be
get you, I get
content
you.
with it. That's how that's how you can be happy in life.
Mm.
That you just got to be content with what you do and just be like, this is me. This is what I do, and
Yeah.
I like doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, Finn and I love the podcast. So, I would not do anything in GD right now if it wasn't for that. You just got to
Yeah,
find something you
honestly,
enjoy
it's-
and do it.
it's got me playing again. It's got me doing minuscule runs on like hard levels. I'm
And
doing amazing.
it's made me reunite like and catch up with friends. Like Bold Step last week, I didn't
Yeah, I
call with
saw
him
that.
in like 5 years or something.
That's
Literally,
awesome.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
And we meet new people, and it's fun.
Yeah, I saw you had one with like Sunix, like all those like
Yeah, that one
old,
was fun.
like
That one
OG
was really
people.
fun.
Yeah.
And Riot was there for that one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like a fun thing, And like
Yeah.
from what I've seen, it was also in a sense of like, why does this not really exist in the community yet? Like, but the thing is, like, people have tried, but it never. They just quit eventually.
Yeah.
And,
The
like,
only other
yeah.
podcast I remember was the Luke, you might know what I'm talking about. Remember the old Demon List podcasts?
Yes,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
those
Yeah,
were
back in,
so
like-
bad though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we would move levels just based off what people in the chat were saying.
Dude, I actually- I sent
Yes.
Moosh this the other day. This is so funny.
There's
I
still
found a
like you can
screenshot
still
of
find
this.
them.
I found a screenshot of when Moosh was doing a GD podcast with who's that with? I don't even know. Was it Bluey? I don't know who that is in that picture.
Hey,
It might have been Solomon. I don't know. It's so
have no
long
idea.
ago. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that
They had,
era
like,
of,
a-
like thumbnail design.
yeah. They had a different approach. They had an approach of like, it was just them. I'm pretty sure, and they would talk about what's happening in the community, kind of like G News and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
While like this approach is more like guest oriented, but also melding in, current world events as well as GD and relevant
Yeah.
topics
Yeah.
to that person.
Plus,
Like more freeform.
GD news
Mhm.
channels like exist now, and like a week ago, I was saying these channels are pointless, but then like a few days ago, I kind of watched a few GD news videos, and they're actually kind of useful. Like I did learn stuff about what was going on that was like good to know. It seemed
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
well made. But they're so clickbaity in the way they try to get you to watch the videos that like it's kind of off-putting almost, but
Mhm.
I kind of get it now.
Yeah,
That's-
I mean,
that's
for
the-
like
yeah.
for again, like old heads, it's probably like super useful. And even like if you're trying to just keep up with the game, like I can definitely
Yeah.
see that.
It's really easy to do that with those.
Okay.
I guess with the thumbnails, it's like don't hate the player, hate the game. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is just like the YouTube game, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you can't really be mad at it.
Yeah, that is like Mr. Beastification 9000 right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just like how do we get the best viewer retention possible in the first 30 seconds? Oh, I know. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna it's just that
It's like
over
the
and over and
Zoink
over and over and over and over.
situation.
The Zoink situation is crazy.
More about the Zoink situation with click between.
Dude, I'm so tired of that title format.
Me too.
I know why
No,
people
it's
use it, but holy shit, dude.
Dude, it's a Charlieification of titles.
Yeah.
I just hate. I don't hate, but like, it's just so repetitive. It's like this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, like
And
it
it's
was
just-
cool
I
when
don't
Charlie
know.
was doing it, but now it's just like every
Yeah.
YouTuber is doing it.
This also could
Does he
just be
still
like a
do the
bias we have.
descriptions? Or it's like this is the greatest
Yeah,
X of
yeah,
all
he
time.
does.
I feel like he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there are some people that do that in the GD community, like Wavix, I think. He does the same thing where it's like the thumbnail is like a fake tweet of like
Oh,
like-
yeah. I
Oh
know what
no,
you're
the,
talking
fa-
about.
the
I
fake
didn't-
tweet
Yeah.
thumbnails are what piss me off.
I don't like
Those are
those.
like so annoying, but
They're not even good fake
I
tweets.
get-
It's just like,
dude, it's like Frick lied. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
yeah,
But
it's just
The
like,
thing is, the
yeah.
thumbnails like that, but then I watched the video and it's actually like informative. So this guy just needs to figure out how to make clickable thumbnails that aren't brain
Dude,
dead.
I can't bring myself to make trash thumbnails because like clickable doesn't necessarily mean good in my head.
yeah.
I'd rather make something
Yeah.
that like represents what the video is, but also isn't trying so hard to get your attention. Which is like inherently, you know, inferior to like the YouTube system, you know? But like I don't know. I'm just indifferent.
Like
I think I'm
morally-
just
But I
morally
think
it's
also
better.
it can build up a brand, and when people
Yeah,
see something
mhm.
like that, then people click on it because they just know it's going to be a good like whole package.
and you can get your
Yeah.
own format going. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like sort of
Like,
like
dude-
Charlie starting the "this is crazy," like because Charlie was, to my knowledge, the first to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't talk. And I mean,
I know.
Charlie, half of his thumbnails aren't even a thumbnail. It's just literally a frame from his OBS recording.
Yeah.
He did because he doesn't need
half
it, you know.
Or they're like stretched out pictures.
Mhm.
He can just do whatever he wants because he is just
Yeah.
that watchable.
Yeah.
Like I think this is when it was fine. Like the EDP situation is a good example. Like the title was just EDP situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
like EDP situation is crazy. And like I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess
but that was
there's
also
something
serious, so
inherently
he
weird about
can't
that.
be going, damn, that's crazy with like EDP.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say if he did do that, it's like kind of people would probably think that's kind of weird. It's like, why are
Yeah.
you know, like what? Can we just like have a video and that's it? Like there's real victims. Like that's like, come on.
Yeah, that guy's. I don't know how that guy blew up because he relies so much on personality. His
Charlie?
YouTube name doesn't even match his like actual name on any other platform. His profile picture's been the same random like crap since like 5 years ago. He doesn't do
Well,
thumbnails
that's
like
what
he has
that's
like
how you said. It's how he built his brand.
yeah.
And that's kind of, I don't know if niche is the right word, but that's just kind of like how he formed it, you know? And like
Yeah.
that became his own thing.
Mhm.
It's kind of funny, like if you even make a video
Never
similar to
mind.
this where you just sit down and talk about something, you will have like, it's not an impossible odd that you would have somebody comment being like, stop trying to be critical.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like we got to that point. Or like you can't do something that's similar to like literally just sitting down and, you know, talking about something because it's like, well, he pioneered. It's okay.
Yeah. Remember, like back in the day when like people like Leafy existed, you know, like CS
Oh,
surfing
God,
or like
Leafy.
playing
What they'd be like
playing a
surfing.
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like game commentary, like, and how everyone was doing that. It's like same sort of thing. Like, yeah, stop trying to be Leafy.
Yeah,
like,
there'd be like CS surfing content, and they'd be talking over there. Hey guys, so today we got a new thing. Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
That content was such a funny era of YouTube because like that was like right before the ad. That was right before shit really hit the fan.
Yeah, like when
Oh,
when
yeah.
you would get
Like,
content
it's when you
pops.
could literally just record yourself surfing and just talk shit in a microphone.
Yeah,
And like,
you would get
and you
viewed
would
for
just
it.
people would just thought it was funny, I guess, right? But
Yeah.
Leafy, I don't know. He's an interesting,
Leafy isn't the best example. Like, old
not a good
Parasitical-
person, but he is definitely not a good person.
No,
He
he's
definitely fueled
not.
off the negative publicity that he would make people
Yeah.
receive from the videos that
Mm.
he made. What the fuck are these videos even? Like, dude, yeah, I mean, it's funny. The demographic that he had was the demographic that I was in like middle school and like, you know,
Yeah.
8th grade. We'd be at the lunch table. My friends would be like, dude, you see that new Leafy video?
No, same here, same
Yeah.
here.
And like, we would like
Yeah.
watch it under the table and like, you know, put it up to our ear because he's literally saying awful shit. And he's just
Aw,
being
man.
edgy.
Yeah.
Can't do that anymore,
That
dude.
was the times though.
Those were the times.
Dude, the adpocalypse was inevitable. It was only like, if it wasn't PewDiePie doing that fucking death to all Jews thing, which is pretty bad, but like you know what I'm
Oh,
talking
the
about,
Fiverr thing.
where he did that as a joke because he didn't think they would actually do it, and then they did, and he was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, he still uploaded it.
No, and then people to this day still think, yeah, isn't he like really anti-Semitic? It was like,
No,
you
dude,
don't-
it's just it's
the thing is, old people never realize like what internet humor is like.
isn't that deleted? That's definitely a
imagine.
deleted video. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
this.
The Fiverr
That's, I mean, again though, like,
dude.
it's easy for people to say, it's easy for people now to just look at that at face value and be like, well, this is horrible, which it is bad, but it's like, you also have to remember how different it was back then too. Like, people
I
just
think
uploaded
also-
fucking anything, dude.
People associate coming up with or like finding something horrible funny means you believe in that thing, which is not true.
Yeah, I guess it's like confirmation bias too.
I
Like, dude,
don't
like,
know, it's just
What's the
it's
worst thing
different.
you've ever like done, right? It's like,
Oh.
it's surely like cancelable today. We've all
Yeah,
done
I mean-
stupid shit.
Yeah.
Go back to me 7 years ago. Like, I didn't do anything heinous,
Dude.
but like I've done, questionable things any 14-year-old would probably do. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
in the
even
same
gonna
boat, pretty
elaborate.
much.
I mean, there's screenshots of probably every single person in this group chat saying some stupid shit.
oh, totally.
Oh yeah.
And like, dude, I'm not gonna get canceled for it. I won't deny it. We used to talk pretty different back then.
Oh yeah, no.
But like,
It was
you
a
know,
different time. But
I don't have
we're
I don't
older,
have a
we're
PR
mature
to
now.
worry about. I can say this.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was just a different time. Like, and if people think you're, this or that because of that, it's just a lack of critical thinking.
Mhm.
It's just what people do now where they label people. Be like, oh,
Exactly.
well,
We're
you did
all-
this, so like, I'm not, you're just labeled off as this.
Yeah, we're all like in our 20s
Yeah.
now. Like We
Not
don't-
me, but yeah.
almost, I guess.
Nearly.
Whatever.
2
We're
months.
not 14
A
year olds.
month. Oh my god. Ugh.
Oh, happy
I mean,
early
dude,
birthday.
so do you remember Polish
Thank you.
alphabet?
Oh yeah, of course.
That's
So-
very random, but yeah.
So
What?
I'm gonna tell you why I bring this up. So I was playing the level, and as a joke, on a whim, because back then, again, with GD being kind of trash, kind of like dysfunctional, I didn't know that if you deleted a sent message, it doesn't delete it on their end, but it used to, right?
Mhm.
It used to do that, but it stopped working, I guess. And so I got mad in a call because I was screen sharing. We were just playing around, and then I pretended to get mad at Polish alphabet, exit the level, message the guy in GD, and say like, oh my god, fuck you, you need to like kill yourself for making there something. And he thought I was being serious. And he made a community post about it, and he's like,
Oh.
he said something like, "This is the guy that you got." It's like, fuck, dude.
But you meant to like delete it, right?
Yeah, I deleted it on my end because I'm like, obviously I'm
Oh.
not, but it was
Well,
just
and
like
they're
a very
this is who
unfortunate
you're
thing.
really like
Yeah.
talking to.
I think
This
the guy
is
deleted his
real-
channel. His community post is still up. I'll try to find it though.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. It's like the shit where you like beat a level, then you hated it so much, like you go to the creator's profile and you just block them as a joke, like that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
There's a really funny
combo
example of
block.
this. There's a really hilarious example of this where I did this with Viprin. It's funny. There's a lot of context that we might as well bring up. So
Okay.
I did the same thing again because, you know, I thought this was fixed. This was also at the time where I thought that this was fixed because I tried it not that long ago and it was fine. And so I thought it would be funny because I had Viprin added on GD at the time. And so I thought it would be funny if I fucking... So does anybody know about how you can spam DM somebody?
No.
If you send a message on GD and you press escape right before the message sent window pops up, it'll just take you right back so you can literally just spam it like
my
that.
God.
And so I did that as a joke. Only did it like, I didn't do it that many times. I can go check the sent. It was not even like 10, right? And the message was the subject was hello, and it was to Viprin. And it was are you mod? Can you send my level ID? And then just like a long number. And Viprin thought I was being serious, and you know what he also thought? He thought that I was mad at him, and I was spamming him because I was trying to make him mad. Because he thought that I was mad, and it was like, what? And so, because I thought he was just like being funny on Twitter because he tweeted a screenshot of it, and he said nice level, and he tagged me. And because I didn't think he thought I was mad at him, so I said lol stop. And you know what he responded with?
What?
He said living rent free in your head, and I was like,
What?
wait,
you're
what?
just, like,
Is there
joking,
like
what?
some like miscommunication or something? Like, I was like, and then somebody else responded in that thread and said something, and I think he said something like, dude spams my messages and says that he isn't mad or something, and I was so confused. That's where I was like,
so you're
that's
just
where I was like,
completely unaware that they think there's
he
like,
was completely
some mad
unaware that
beef.
one, he was never supposed to see those messages because I deleted them on my end, but of course GD being GD, it didn't work. And two, I'm fucking joking, dude. Like, what? And that's when I was like, wait, does he actually think? I was so done. I was like, there's no way he thinks I'm serious.
Like, everyone spammed like someone before, just like as a joke. Well, maybe not everyone,
Yeah.
but I've done it.
I'm trying to find these.
Not on
somewhere.
GD, but like somewhere else.
Damn, they're not in my sent messages. Oh, they're not in my sent messages because I deleted them from my sent messages because obviously that makes sense in my head. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought that was a funny story. If anybody remembers that from back then, like, I was not mad. Like, come on. Kidding me?
No, that's like when I was first beating Kata and I died at like 72, and there was a kid at the time in the call that was like being really loud in the call, and it looked kind of distracting. So I tweeted like, this kid had the audacity to pipe up during my like ship at Cataclysm.
Oh, that wasn't serious. I thought it was.
And no, it wasn't serious. I was just like, this is a joke. And everyone thought it was serious because I was like new at the time, so people didn't really understand. But that was like completely as a joke. But people thought I was actually like hella toxic from that tweet. And people were like, yo, like that poor kid, that poor child, probably a fan. I'm like, dude, this is a joke. But,
You know what's something that bothers me
I remember I
about...
made a tweet with that exact same caption.
yeah, no, people reuse that
OG.
so much. I don't know why.
Do you know what bothers me
It was funny,
about... this is just Twitter, but you know what bothers me about people who respond to your tweets, Finn? Anytime you
What?
criticize anything content related, there's always fucking idiots who just can't really... There's always stupid fucking people who always respond being like, well, you make showcases, so you can't talk about content. It's like, shut the fuck... Like, shut up,
I don't know,
dude.
that's just...
It's
what's the name
All right, look.
of it?
We got... Look, I'm going to get canceled
I
for this,
can't.
but excuse my language. It is just retards, just yapping. It just is.
I don't know, because I get...
It's
like,
just people... That is
I
such
get
a
what they're
lack...
thinking.
Look. People that say that, it is a completely baseless thing. Like it quite literally doesn't matter that you make showcases. You can still
I
gauge what you think is good or bad content. It's just like literally
I
the most
get what
retarded
they're
shit in the
thinking.
world.
They're thinking like this guy literally just sits down for 10 minutes every few days, records a showcase and uploads it, and like this guy's trying to say things about low effort content. I was like, I get it, but like
But like it's just
I can
not
still
related.
say stuff. Like also that's what I do now, but like getting to this point, like it wasn't. You know, there's a reason there are like 3 or 4 successful showcase channels, and like half of GD channels have uploaded showcases.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. If it was as easy as they said it was, like everyone would be doing it. But
Yeah, especially to make it
no.
like high quality, I'd imagine.
It's the fact that you have to. I've uploaded over like 1,000, nearly 1,000 levels. You have to find 1,000 levels that are interesting enough that people will watch them, and do that like all the time for 3 years straight every day. I don't
It
think.
sounds like super tedious.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
long
it is
term
like
commitment.
after, like, come on, upload a level a day after the first 2 years. Try go another year of doing that, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah, me
It
personally,
gets tiring.
like, I just couldn't.
Obviously, being a player or like making documentary content, it takes a lot more time. But it's not as easy as people think it could be.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, it's.
If my
I
mean,
can't
if
for the
my
life of me
opinion,
remember the
Mhm.
the logical fallacy, the name of it, which is just like attacking someone instead of like considering their argument.
That's ad hominem.
Is it like
Ad hominem,
Occam's
yeah.
razor or something?
Ad hominem fallacy. That's literally what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
like you don't need to be like a professional artist to critique art.
It's the same idea, yeah. It's like you don't need to
Yeah,
know how to
yeah.
cook food to judge how good it is either. That was
Exactly.
Sirius's analogy, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean,
Someone-
it's
someone,
like-
Sirius
like,
was
was-
cooking with that one at least.
Well, yeah, he's right. Like that's
Yeah.
breaking. The worst person you know has made a great point. That's probably what people think when they
That's what I was
see
thinking.
stuff like that. It's
By
like,
the
yeah,
way,
sometimes you
I have
can.
to head out in like half an hour, so maybe we could do more questions.
Yeah, sure. This
Yeah, we
isn't gonna be
could,
that long anyway, so it's
I
alright.
did have
We're
a
good.
list.
I mean, you guys can continue after I leave. I don't mind.
Oh, I have an interesting one. Okay, I think I know what it might be given what we have discussed earlier. But what is the worst level you have beaten? This can go to, I mean, both of you. But like, what is the worst experience you've had beating a level?
It's hard to say. I feel like I'm gonna interpret it as like a level with the lowest enjoyment rating, because that makes it easier to answer. I guess it would be either harder to Silent Club for me.
Really? I get Silent Club
Yeah, I will
because that seems tedious.
Yeah.
I really can't think
But-
of anything else. Like, yeah, Silent Club was unenjoyable because I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, it goes
Also,
without
it's-
saying.
It's your hand, and
that
then
thing is a
Tartarus,
chore.
it's really hard, and for me, it wasn't fun. I know a lot of people enjoy it, but I feel like a lot of the gameplay is just really.
Why did you
Yeah.
want to verify
I-
that?
It was like one of the first impossible levels that I discovered back when I was like kind of new to the game. Like I remember just one night stumbling across it in ICDX2 in the same night. I was like, wow, these levels are so cool. And then I tried like finding out information about them online. There were like no videos at all because no one could like bot levels or make showcases back then. So it was just like a
Mhm.
huge mystery level that really
Yeah,
interested me. That's why I was really interested in verifying it, and like because in like 2020 the idea just randomly occurred to me, and I was like, yeah, let's do it.
So basically, it was like it would be cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do it for the bit.
Yeah. Tartarus. To be fair, I've done some runs on Tartarus. It's fun to get runs on, but from playing the first half of the level, it seems really like unfun to beat because all the difficulty is in about 30% of the
It's
level.
definitely a lot worse from zero than it is just playing from like the
Yeah.
top.
I'd imagine.
Dude, all right. So before you go, I do want to ask this question because I'm guessing this is like an inside joke. I'm sure. I hope it is because that would be kind of weird if it wasn't. So this is getting pulled from Razman on YouTube, and it says, "It says hello from CE. Someone there wanted to ask you if you'd be willing to start brushing your teeth in the shower to save on water."
Like, what would that save? Like, that would save like almost nothing. Dude.
I'm guessing that's an inside joke.
I mean, hey, why not?
I mean, you
I
know,
would do it for like efficiency's sake, you know, like
If I
save a
had
little bit of
to,
time.
I'd do it.
Yeah,
I do that.
I don't know.
So I mean,
I don't.
I don't, but I would consider it.
If I had to.
I mean, we all piss in the shower, right? We don't
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
lie.
but it's different. The thing is, I piss in the shower, so why would I want to take my toothbrush in there? That's the thing.
Well,
Do you
we're
piss
not
into the
doing both
shower
of the
head?
same thing.
Well, not upwards, but like, you know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
get
like
what you mean.
it's a separate space.
We're getting into golden shower territory.
Oh,
The fuck?
No,
Are you
I mean,
okay?
I just want to keep. It's like sitting on the toilet and brushing your teeth.
Yeah, I
you know
get
what I
it, I
mean?
get it.
It's just a bit.
I don't
shouldn't-
see it
people
like
do
that.
that?
I don't see. Yeah, people do that.
What the fuck?
No, I know, but it's equal to that for me because I'm
I
like,
see, I see.
I don't really see it
I-
that way. I don't know, because like, there's high up spots on my bathtub where the toothbrush sits, and if I do need to pee, it's just like, I do it downwards like anyone else. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I'm just normal. I brush my teeth over the sink while I'm standing.
yeah,
it
I
is
feel like
efficient for
that's
me,
the
especially if
normal
it's like a
thing to do.
pre-bed shower. You know,
Yeah.
No, I could never, bro. Pre-bed showers fuck up your hair so badly that you just gotta have it like.
Well, I mean,
midday or
you
in
know,
the
I
Yeah,
morning.
but it
I
makes you
don't-
sleep way better.
yeah, dude, you're also getting into a clean bed technically, because if you shower in the morning, you know, your stinky ass is getting into that bed
Yeah.
before you shower
true.
again.
That is
That
true.
doesn't really mean
That
much. If
that's
you
the one
actually
piece of
take care
logic where I'm
yourself,
like,
but-
actually, yeah. It's,
I mean, you still need to make your bed every like 2 weeks, right?
I
Yeah.
just
That's what I do.
as long as I do it during the day, I'm fine. It's a random time.
My sleep schedule's really. I do it at like 4 in the morning, to be honest.
Yeah, dude, I've woken up, slept in, and you've still been awake.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Like with time zones.
Yeah,
Nate, did you
I'd be
wanna-
awake
yeah.
at like.
What's up?
Did you want to answer the question about like the worst level you've played?
Oh yeah. I think it's one of two for me. Ithacropolis. I have a lot of
Oh
history
my
with
God.
that level. Ithacropolis
Oh god.
or Coretta, one of those two. So with Ithacropolis, there was a video. I think Aruni uploaded it. It was a while ago where I died somewhere. I don't remember. And then I just went on like a 30-second rant, and it was really funny. I wish that video still existed, but
I don't remember that, but I want to see it now.
yeah, I don't think it exists because Rooney deleted their channel.
No.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no, there's that level which I despise, and I still
Yeah,
haven't beaten, by the way.
Ithacropolis looks like something.
Yeah, like it was low-key fun, and like the song is iconic for me at least.
Yeah,
And,
the song is really good.
Yeah,
I can't
especially
believe
since
that
I
used to
made
be
a
like the
mashup.
funniest thing. That was like the funniest thing when it happened in the community. It's just
but-
weird to look back on.
Goes to
When
show
it
our
got
like
made.
That was,
low key low standards.
I
was the first
hardly
one to
even
make the mashup.
remember the song, but it was just so good.
Yeah.
Back when
And then,
Enter the City was funny.
What was the other one? Coretta.
Yeah, I hated that because kids would just spam it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Coretta, it doesn't look fun, but it looks like it would feel so good to beat.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I enjoyed it, but I
Coretta-
can definitely see how like it wouldn't click for everyone.
Mhm. The
If you-
main thing that
yeah.
pissed me off with that level, like I think if the first click didn't exist, I would have liked it because so much of that level for me was like
Yeah.
I liked the drop. I thought the drop was really fun and like I didn't mind the
Yeah.
beginning too much. Like I thought it was okay, but then just dying at the first click like 20 attempts in a row just to pass it once and die at like 4% like was so infuriating.
Also, that just bloats your attempts count so much. Like
Yeah,
when there's a jump
literally.
like that at the beginning,
could
of
thank
the level,
Manaxa for
you
that
literally
one.
just
Yeah, I know.
you have to divide your attempts from 0 by like 3.
Literally.
Yeah, Manax, if you're listening, why did you do?
Damn you for that.
Yeah, damn
Yeah.
you, dude. But dude, I was gonna say like I think from a stoicism perspective, on levels, I feel like Koa
Right.
is good because of how daring it is.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like-
definitely.
It's
Mhm.
like it's kind of like how a level is
There was
meant to be
nothing
hard.
like it.
That's why I like Koa so
At the
much.
time.
Like
It was
That
original.
level is
like,
very
say what you
bold.
want.
that level's very bold, and it like with I think levels are objectively influential if like a bunch of levels that follow use a similar style.
Mhm.
I think
And Koa totally started
objectively,
that.
yeah, I think objectively like your level has status, as of
It's
some
weird to look
capacity
back
if you can
on
do
because
that.
like people hate it so much that literally got unrated.
Yeah,
twice, I
like
think.
what the fuck is wrong
Oh,
with our
yeah.
community?
Crazy to
Like,
look back on. Like I don't understand how that happened.
that's something where
There
like
was just
I'm
like
like,
this massive vendetta against it among like the top players at the time,
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember.
that's yeah.
including me. I kind of just joined the hive mind.
Yeah.
Dude, that's where I look at the GD community. I'm like, fuck you, fuck all of you guys. Like,
You know, I think
I
the
think part of it
craziest-
was that like my bad.
mhm.
No.
Yeah, the craziest one for me was like how people absolutely despised Erebus when it came out.
Oh yeah.
It's just like hating for the sake of hating.
I
I
don't
swear.
get it. Erebus is so good.
Uh-huh. But no, when it came
Like-
out, people were like, "Oh my god, this level's so cancer, it's so bad, like fuck this level." Like, and now it's just good. Like it's aged so well.
I think
Yeah.
part of it is that like people back then like the statement rarely ever got rated, like period. And like people really didn't want them to get rated for some reason. So when stuff
Yeah.
like generic wave got rated, that would just start a huge outcry.
God.
Because people
was
really
also
cared about
just-
like falling down the stats viewer and losing
Mhm.
points back then.
Also, Erebus was just so different from everything else at the time. And people in the GD community don't really react well to different things a lot of the time. So
Yep, change is
Yeah.
because
very
it was so different and so unique, it was like
Yeah,
I've
and then
never seen a
people
timing
like
level this hard. This is awful.
people do that, and then they're like, "Why are there no like original levels? Everything's the same now."
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so right.
And then Erebus comes
So
out and they're like,
true.
what do you mean 10 seconds in the
Yeah.
middle of a level? Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah,
It's just like you
originality
can't
comes from
please people.
experimentation. Hmm.
Yeah.
You just can't please these kind of people. It's like, it's the same thing happening now. It's like, so many list grinders that I've like, you know, seen before. Like, obviously, it's interactions on Twitter and Discord don't defy you as people. So I'm not saying that, but it's like, there are some people I've seen before where it's like, Jesus, man, like who the fuck, like who hurt you, dude?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's just.
Yeah, that reminds me
levels.
of when Grief, the layout for Grief first got showcased, and I was like, damn, yeah, Nico, you made something pretty good. Like, I was liking it. It came out, he got death threats. Like it was from like ILL
Well-
people, like being absolutely insanely molding at Grief for like no good reason, and he got like death threats. He like took the level down, and I was like, bro, this level is like low key not even that bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah, death threats over geometry dash level, like I don't care what it looks
Yeah.
like. That's just insane in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it, man. Like,
But, yeah. At least with 2.2, we're starting to see more original stuff. Like
Mhm.
yesterday, I saw a level called Menace by some dude like Manny Heffley. That was it.
Man,
That
I swear
level
that
is
that's
so
good.
good.
I don't
I
believe
thought
it's
theory
so-
that I thought theory that's Void Mouse D, which I would not like.
Yeah, people are
That's
saying
definitely
that's way
something
more
that
It
Steve.
would be him.
Yeah, that's definitely something you would beat, Luke. It just seems like the kind of gameplay that you would play.
That level, I forgot the name, but I saw the video.
Yeah,
I don't remember
the
what it's
gameplay is
called.
so unique and it looks kind of painful, but it's just so nice to watch at least.
Mhm.
But it's bloody hard. It's like
Is it like
20.
levels like Nelv? Like Nelv is good, but like,
Oh, I love Noah.
is it like
What a
that where
banger.
it's like you don't even need to play it to enjoy it? Because just like look at it.
Even playing it is really fun in my opinion.
That's good.
I'm telling you,
I just don't
Geoster
like
is
that
actually
was-
one of the best gameplay creators of our
Oh
time.
no, I so agree. Yes, they're
Yeah.
so good.
He
Everything that
actually
guy makes just
never
goes
makes
so
the same
hard.
thing twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what I like about Giester, he has a lot of
But one of the most
tropes and like
talented ones.
he has a lot of tropes and like motifs he sort of repeats in a lot of his levels, right? Like for example, he loves toggle orbs and he loves like
Mhm.
waves on top of a bunch of slopes to make it look like it's like jittering. And he
Yeah.
repeats those things a lot, but he repeats them in ways where the entirety of the level itself isn't necessarily repetitive, and I really like that. Like, I
Yeah.
think that's super satisfying.
And
It's
these
good
people
when
who can
someone
just
has
whip up layouts like that. Feels
a
like it's
really-
almost effortless from them.
Yeah. It's good when people have a really recognizable gameplay style. There's not many people like that, but
Yeah,
Giesta, whatever the fuck, is definitely
Giester.
like that. Giesta. Sorry, I'm doing.
Shout
I'm
out
doing
to C for saying
pronunciation.
Guyester for so long.
Guyesta. That's embedded into my head now.
Mhm.
Guyesta.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't think of many people that have such a recognizable style. Obviously, Crazy Man 50.
Oh,
You
totally.
got.
Yeah, very influential
Nico.
person.
I say Ice Cave.
Nico's
as
really
well.
Nico's a very interesting gameplay.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
like it or not, like levels like Crystal Edge, Minus World, they're really cool.
You can
That's-
tell they just have a certain vibe.
but also just
Um,
accompanies the intensity of the songs, and like he knows exactly
Yeah.
how to transition that into gameplay.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Like,
like if you can understand that, you're already like really
Yeah.
good.
Like, I mean, he literally made River in Slaughterhouse, and that's one of the best bits of gameplay, like, relative to a song.
yeah, that part is really cool.
That might be confirmation bias. It's good. I don't think it's like
I mean,
mind blowing though.
I don't know. It's just kind of a thing that I like. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, I get it.
Mhm.
Especially with the
Mhm.
deco, it's like holy shit.
Yeah, I think like I probably would hate playing any of Ice Cave's levels, to be honest. But like that doesn't mean I don't
Mm.
like the levels themselves. It's just
Yeah.
they're so hard. They're so hard. But
Dude,
like
you know what
looking
I
at them, like
yeah.
it's so cool.
Dude,
Yeah.
you know what problem I think the GD playing community has? And it's never gonna go away because of the nature of the playing community.
Mhm.
I think a lot of players like are so blinded by like how much they don't like a level to where they literally can't see anything good in the levels that they play. It's like I see that
Yeah.
shit all the time. And like I know a lot of people that just think like a lot of levels that I like are just horrible. And like I'm like there's not one redeeming thing about it. Like really, you can't think of one thing.
Yeah, there is a lot of just
I swear that kind of negative thought
No, people are
process
just so
is what
black and
makes
white in their thought.
that I swear that negative thought process is what makes people like me like think about list grinders and think about just shitters, honestly.
yeah.
And
just,
I
like,
know a lot of
negativity
people
bias.
aren't. And I don't generalize that kind of shit, but it's like
Mhm.
there's a alarming chunk of people who think that way. And it's like
Yeah,
you can't see one good thing in a level like, "Oh my god, dude. You are
It's just
not
an inherent part
likable."
of players. I don't think it'll ever go away.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's just like that's just like the nature of playing, I guess. It's like just, impatience, it's anger, it's I want to beat this because of this or the list point, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit is never gonna go away, Tier.
Yeah,
and
and
it's a shame.
also not to point sorry, to point out also that
Mhm.
the people that don't like anything about any given level are always, not always, but a lot of the times the most vocal about it compared to
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
people
yeah.
that are like levels like, oh, okay, cool level, like might talk about it a little bit, but from what I've seen, like the people that hate the level or like hate a lot of levels are
Yeah.
way more vocal about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if you make a tweet saying grief is alright, yeah, good.
Yeah,
It's
like,
not going to get the same amount of attention. It's like, I hate grief, and here's why in a thread of 20 tweets
yeah,
where I will
exactly.
sound like an idiot. And yeah,
Even if
I
you
mean,
say
it's
like,
just kind of the more extreme you are in your opinions, the more attention you get. So
Yeah,
people who
exactly.
are attention deprived will just gravitate to that naturally.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'd be a much
That's-
healthier society if people could just agree to disagree and like it would be fine.
Oh, totally.
But like that's
Yeah.
just too simple of an
That's
idea.
a bit too hopeful.
That's
Yeah,
too
that just
simple
won't
of an
happen.
idea when you have everyone who's complicated in their own way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
imagine getting 8 billion people to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
it's
we
impossible.
don't have too much time. I want to get through a few more questions.
All
Okay.
right.
Mhm.
So this is just a general question because it's somewhat interesting to me. What are you guys planning on beating new hardest, and what would they be if you did go for something?
I don't want to go for a new hardest, to be honest. Like Zodiac has
Yeah.
been my end game since like 2019, and I beat it. I think it was like 8 months ago, 7 months ago at this point.
Yeah, I think it
And,
was
like,
9 months.
That is the first time throughout
So-
my GD career that I felt like, okay, I just beat the game. Like anything else I do is just a side quest. Like I just beat the
Yeah.
game. Like that's how I
Zodiac
felt after I beat
is-
Zodiac, and I don't really
Yeah,
care to do
definitely a
anything
good
harder.
level for
Yeah,
that.
Zodiac is
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't plan to do anything harder.
Personally, I'm pretty satisfied with Limbo. I think the only reason I would do a new hardest is if Rob added vanilla CBF. I think that would definitely motivate me to do one. But the problem
Yeah.
is there's really not that many good levels above Limbo on the list.
Yeah, that is kind of a thing where it's like also that level is still like top 15 or something. I can't remember, but
It's like 15 or 16, I forgot.
yeah.
But yeah.
I think it's also good to just end on a kind of iconic level like Zodiac or Limbo. It's kind of good to just have that as your hardest rather than having like Walter White
Yeah,
or something as
exactly.
your
Yeah,
hardest.
definitely.
Sure. Something that I was mildly interested in was Every End. I don't know if I'll actually beat that when it comes out, but I just like the idea of doing like a low CPS level that doesn't hurt my hand.
Mhm.
Is
So
Grant
that's like
taking a
one of the
break
big
from
reasons
that?
I don't really play. I don't know what's going on with it.
I haven't seen much going on
I'll
with
get
it,
come out at
but
some point.
I have
I
hope.
don't even know what Graham is up to, but yeah.
But yeah,
Nice.
Hand is like one of the main big reasons I don't play hard stuff that much anymore. So it would be nice to play
Hand.
something low, something low CPS for
Yeah,
one.
dude.
Yeah, I get
Some
that.
levels actually like. I'll bring up Tartarus again, but that UFO, man, that is like there are so many clicks and it hurts
Yeah.
your hand. And I can't even do 8 CPS plus reliably, so it actually hurts. Like
Yeah.
I can't, parts of a level where you can't get the CPS until you have the muscle memory. It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering what you guys feel about like, because we're all old, about modern extreme demons and one, just them in general, the modern demon list, how many there are, and like, if you guys think it is like reached a point well beyond oversaturation.
Well,
Yeah. It feels like the
oh,
list is a lot more diluted with just random extremes, which does suck. I really can't name a lot of those levels
yeah.
at this point.
It's such. Some people have said that it's an inevitability, which they're not wrong, but
Mm-hmm.
I guess I just wasn't ready for
Yeah.
there to be 1,000 of these fucking things.
Maybe if I was a new player, I'd feel differently, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot of it as well. Like back in the day, like 2017, when there were like 50 extremes, maybe even less. I don't remember. Like
Mm-hmm.
not many extremes. Like maybe even in the 30s. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Like anytime a new extreme came out, it was like, oh my god, like look at this new extreme. Like this is actually crazy. Like
Mhm.
just because there
Yeah.
weren't so many of them. Like even if it was the most mid shit ever, like everyone was still excited, right?
Yeah.
But
And they were also iconic, like Delta Interface, Step to
yeah,
Hell.
exactly.
Those
Oh,
all,
yeah.
Like nowadays, I still think good extremes are coming out. Like, well, I haven't really been following it in 2.2, but like
There are a
Cicada,
few
for
good ones.
example, like that's a really cool one.
Yeah.
Like there's some really good shit coming out. But I think a lot of the good levels coming out are sort of drowned by just the sea of mid and the sea of like
Yeah.
it almost looks like the same copy pasted level just coming out 10,000 times. And
Yeah.
it's
I
just
mean,
all the
that's
good levels
always
are
been
drowned in that.
happening. But when the game was like quote unquote easier, that stuff was happening in like hard demon, easy demon territory. But
Yeah,
now it's
exactly.
happening in like extreme territory because people are
Mhm.
so advanced. And I really think
Mhm.
it is just diluted. The same stuff's going on. Different people who are not us, who are younger, are having their era. It's their time now. Like,
Yeah.
you're getting Zoink, Doggy,
Mhm.
whatever fuck, Pop Off.
I
All
wish
those
people could experience
are having their
the
time
hype.
now.
I wish people could have experienced. I mean, we say this about every generation, but like, I wish new players could experience how hype it was, no matter how bad the level was, because
yeah.
there were not a lot of them at all.
Yeah.
That was what
I'm
made
happy
them
to
like.
have experienced a bit of that.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
remember
dude.
the God Eater Woodkid hype?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll never be replicated again.
Boldstep actually showed me a chart the other day. That shows the amount of extremes created, or not the amount of extremes, the amount of demons created in each chunk of updates separated by update and then year, because 2.1 is like whatever,
Forever.
8 years, whatever the fuck, right? It's like 7 years. He sent me this really interesting chart, and the funny thing about it is that in 2018, or it might have been 2018. Yeah, so 2018 was such a dead era of the game that more demons came out in 1.9. All of 1.9. The whole
Jesus.
update.
Damn.
1.9 brought
that was a very dead era.
I've seen that
1.9
chart,
brought
and 2018 is so dead.
yeah,
I didn't even
1.9
notice
brought
like-
5.1% of extremes, and 2018 brought 3.8%.
Damn.
It's no wonder, like, when I look back on 2018, it's one of the least memorable years for me, GD-wise, and that's
There
probably
was-
why.
Bloodlust, and that was basically it. That was
Yeah.
like it for the
Yeah.
year. That was like, yep,
I mean,
that's
and
your
like
year.
and like
Bloodlust.
Woodkid and whatever else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, like,
2018,
also,
I just
like, yeah.
grinded Fortnite.
Rob Top was dead.
Yeah.
We were really young. Yeah, we all played Fortnite. I got into
Dude,
that pretty late.
I saw on your channel there was a video saying I'm quitting Geometry Dash and I'm playing Fortnite now.
On my channel, or
Yeah, your channel.
I didn't even know that was a video I had on like uploaded. That's funny though.
Dude, it was like a short and it was a black screen. The description
Oh, I
said
know
I'm
that video.
quitting.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that video.
I thought that was recent and I was like, dude, am I going to like, what? So how come you've quit?
Yeah, no, that was. I was like, I didn't even have memories back then. It was so long ago.
Yeah,
How
dude, it
long?
was
I remember that.
It was,
stuff.
it was only like
Anytime-
6 years ago, but still.
anytime you look back on a player quitting, it's just like never quit. You're gonna come back eventually. Like I
Yeah,
look
like-
back on when I said I'm quitting, and I was just like, no, wasn't
It's
true.
like it's
Mhm.
it's more like I'm gonna start playing less and focusing on other things, and just I'm gonna never play this
Yeah.
game again. Like that's
hmm
99% of the time how it is.
GD is
Yeah.
impossible to quit for 99.5% of people.
Yeah,
Like who got into it. Like it's easy to quit if you didn't get invested.
yeah.
Yep.
Like
I've
there
also
are
matured
very
enough
few.
to
Like dude,
realize-
Etzer was last online on the GD forums in like on like June 24th or something. Like even
Shit,
that dude
what?
can't. Even
Wait,
that
actually?
dude can't walk away fully.
That's crazy.
I actually didn't know that.
I had no idea.
I found that
Wow.
out on accident because I was looking at the forums and I was like, why was he last online like 3 days ago? And he was like,
GD
uh,
those aren't
yeah.
even active anymore. I swear.
I log into them occasionally just so I can like search for old stuff.
you know what? I'll check it again. I'll check it right now while we're live.
You'll be stalking
What
this
the
guy.
fuck is the GD forum? I
Hang
don't
on.
even remember.
I will. Oh, I also want to ask about what your thoughts, Luke, on SPL kind of staying in the same position over time.
Dude, that was so crazy to
Mhm.
me. And
Oh man.
when I beat that level, I thought it was like easier than Bloodbath, right? Because like on 60
Yeah.
hertz, and I would like on 60 hertz, you can't really compare your levels to each other on the list that well. So I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. And then like it just kept going up, and people were like, this is so hard.
He was last
Yeah.
online on May 9th,
'Cause-
2024.
It was awesome. I really enjoyed it, the whole thing with it moving.
Yeah,
up over
SPL is
them.
really like interesting,
Mhm.
especially if you're the first person to like play it. You kind of don't have anything to rely on. Like you can't go look up a click pattern or something.
The version I was first verifying was like basically impossible, and I nerfed it a lot, so that's probably part
What
of
the
why I
fuck?
felt like
Yeah.
maybe this
You
isn't
still-
that hard anymore.
Do you still have the original version, or is that like lost?
Yeah, it's not on my. I don't have it right now. I gave it to a few people though, so it should be on the server somewhere.
Oh, nice.
You can read this
Yeah,
easier.
because my theory about it is that at the time it was that position, right? But
Mhm.
the skill set required for it is players just don't develop that area of their skill set. It's just something people never use.
Hmm.
So relative to like the hardest level, it's always been kind of the same difficulty compared to how much effort it would take because people just don't use memory that much to that level.
hmm
Yeah, I get it.
That's my theory.
It's just
Yeah.
funny to me that like the level that moved up the most in Demon List history was just a result of me underrating it. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
SPL.
definitely think it was
Entirely my
underrated
fault.
when it came out at the time as well. But
You're
like,
talking about SPL, right?
yeah, I
The
still
only
think-
opinions were me and the first Victor, who was on mobile, who also didn't think it was like
Oh,
super
yeah.
hard.
Who was even the
So,
first
yeah.
victor of that?
Benfi.
Oh, Benji?
I remember, yeah, Benfi,
Oh.
BNFY.
Oh, Benfi. I thought you were talking
Oh,
about
I know
Benji
that is.
8080.
No. I remember I was like watching the entire journey and cheering them on. It was pretty cool.
Huh.
I think
I
that was
bet-
the hardest
yeah.
level that had the first Victor as a mobile player when it was being.
Dude, I
Damn.
bet even people like Krazen can't quit GD. I bet he still
Oh.
opens it
Oh,
sometimes.
I'm so sure Crazy
That's
still
that's
opens
probably
it.
like that. That's probably like that pill bottle. That meme of Lois Griffin
Yeah,
looking at
actually,
that pill bottle.
I just got reminded. There was a Rory stream. I think it was like in September of last year, and like I just randomly go into the stream, and Rory's in a call with like Minecrafted and Krazen. This is in
Dude,
2023, by the
fuck
way.
that guy.
Oh,
man.
yeah, I
Fuck
remember
that
that.
dude.
Who?
That's
Rory,
annoying.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what? Like this person still exists? Like,
Can you
yeah,
believe
man,
that like
that's
people like give
crazy.
him the benefit of the doubt even that long after?
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Isn't that gross? Isn't that like entirely gross? Like I
Yeah,
look,
It's kind of
I'm very emotionally driven by what I'm
Yeah.
about to say because Krazen has treated me like garbage in the past. But like, if that is true, Rory and Minecrafted, fucking shame on you, like for that at the time. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I'm sure it was just
Yeah,
like
that's-
I'm catching up or something, which is still dumb. But
that's kind
That's
of
all I'll
not a
say.
gamer move.
Yeah. But
Like,
yeah, that was
Definitely.
something. Let's just say that was something.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I gotta head out now, but this was.
Oh yeah.
really fun.
We can
Thanks
we
for
can just
having me
Yes.
end.
on.
I gotta
Yeah.
eat and stuff. So
Yeah. Thank you
I
very much for
was gonna
coming
say
on,
you
both
could
of you.
continue if you want, but if you want to end, that's cool too.
oh, your phone's ringing. Who's calling?
Oh,
God damn.
Yeah, good timing.
Yeah, where are you going?
Just gotta go out for dinner.
I
Oh,
feel
Reservation.
it.
nice. Go
Mhm.
somewhere fancy.
Yep.
Dude, I keep getting
Nice,
follow requests on
nice.
my private Twitter, and it's just all bots. Like literally just all bots.
I love
I keep
X.
thinking like somebody in our circle like made an account, or like someone wants to follow me. It's just bots every time.
All right.
And it's
bye,
just
guys.
like, okay, well,
All right, see you, Luke.
See
all
ya.
right, see you,
Yeah.
man.
See ya.
All right, well, now that it's just you, we're gonna end.
All right. Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for having me as a
it's
guest.
wraps,
That was
man.
awesome.
Yeah.
Raps,
Yeah.
man.
No problem.
Shout out to Video Ninja for being a piece of fucking garbage and
Yeah.
breaking
Damn
within
fucking
minutes.
stupid ass plugin.
But I mean, it's fine. We should
Stupid
use
ass.
Discord. Yeah, this wasn't the most organized episode, but it goes fine every time. I don't need to say that. But that's it, guys.
I
I'll see
like
you guys
the
for episode 26 eventually.
thing.
All right, thank you, Found, for coming on, and I will see you guys
course.
later. Peace.
Goodbye.